conversation whenever you're ready.
And he called me. He said, "Man, Kareem, I'm in Austin, man. We got a show. Come up here, and, you know." I say, "Bet." As soon as I finish taking what I'm doing down here, I'm gonna shoot up there. Shot up there, and him and Gator was up there.
Yeah, I was up there too with y'all. Hell yeah, we was all up there. Hell yeah.
And he had asked me, he said, "Man, Cree, I'm finna start this mud game thing. I want you to be in it with us." And I told him, I say, "Mud, you know I'm loyal, man."
It was an ESG show.
I'm with Wade Guard Supreme. You know
a screw fest.
I
say, like a screw fest ESG put together.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't be switching teams. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's the only thing about it. I was too like, and what people don't know, Mud Game is an original Wade Guard Supreme.
Yeah.
Wade Guard Supreme.
Because it was you, buddy, Nickel.
Pull y'all mics up.
And then Slow was somewhere up in there.
Slow was up in there. Slow had a Wade Guard name too. Slow was there too.
Yeah, man, and that right there, where like I said, muddy motherfucking ass would have got me free my nigga, man. Love that nigga.
Hell yeah, free money,
that
man.
nigga would have got locked up, man, in the situation where he was at. That nigga, that man, the rap game in Corpus be a whole different story.
Yeah. Hey, man, say, man. What's the motherfucking deal? It's your boy DJ Lil King, Riding High Podcast, Riding High with DJ Lil King, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Sunday night, we had to do it, man. We had to do something special. I've been trying to get this interview for like 2 years going on. Shit. We finally made it happen, you know what I'm saying? Got my dog Alex Case and Freak Man back there behind the scenes, Daddy Cree, in here to help me with the interview today, you know what I'm saying? We got Bino over there, Mitchell Finesse on Facebook for y'all that know, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we got a special guest today, man. I don't even know how to do the intro, but let's see if I can get through it, you know what I'm saying? Original Greenwood, original Wood Boy, DJ Dragon's original partner, one of the pioneers of this Corpus Christi hip-hop rap scene.
Boy, I almost got tears in my eyes, man.
Say, man.
I ain't lying, bro.
Give it up for Jeff Smith, a.k.a. Dabada, man. Hey.
Yeah, what's up?
Hell yeah,
It's been
man.
a long time coming, man.
For damn sure.
It's been a long time coming, bro. Because, look, let me tell y'all some real shit, man. Like, when we talk about, you know, these youngsters be talking about, like, what these old niggas done, the old rappers, they ain't paid no way down here, man. You a damn lie.
Facts.
You a damn lie, nigga. Because we was the first ones who got us up in the clubs and stuff. They wouldn't let us rap in the clubs.
Exactly.
They wouldn't let us do none of that stuff, bro. We had to do parties and stuff.
Talk about though. Man, when you used to walk in whatever school you went to, if you was rapping in the hallway, motherfucker used to walk by and make fun of you. We boxing in the hallway, we fight. Ain't none of y'all making fun of it, but now everybody want to be a rapper.
Everybody want to be a rapper,
but y'all made fun of it back in the days where we had to try to hide to do this shit. Yeah, we had to go either in the locker room or in the bathroom. If you're in the main hallway, in the main way, you're in trouble. Then they write you up. Yeah. Go to the office.
Yeah.
All that shit. Yeah. You could do none of that shit. Just for rapping. Because they thinking that it's a fight because there's a body of people. Around that.
And we ain't doing nothing but rapping.
Rapping. But it all really got started with the breakdancing though. Yeah. To tell you the truth. Yeah, only thing I could do pretty good was a backspin. I give you 3 windmills. I give you 3 windmills. Now Maurice will give you about 10 to 15 of the bad boys, and then they'll jump on his head and start spinning on his head. Yeah. Then they'll drop back down to another windmill.
Oh, it was cold, man.
Free had it too. But that's why he was up on it. I'm telling you, man, the team was Maurice, Warren Hope, Barron, 3D Thomas, and there was another dude that I think it was a Zany or whatever that started the group. And it was me, Cree, and Lee. Well, it was me. I was the last nigga because they rely on me last. But we fill in just in case one of them niggas got hurt or couldn't make it. Somebody get filled in. Creole went to the one that remember Magic Eye?
Yeah. Oh
yeah. Okay. We finna go through there. But let's take it back to the beginning. Lil Jeff. Lil Jeff is born. Where is Lil Jeff living at whenever you come out the womb?
Oh man, back then, bro, Everything was athlete, man.
No, where was y'all living at? Whenever you come out the womb, whenever you come out the womb, come out the hospital. Where was you living at?
Actually, yeah, I was living on Madrid, man.
So you've lived on Madrid your whole life?
My whole life.
Never nowhere else?
Never nowhere else.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, born and raised on Madrid.
Yeah. Hell yeah, that's amazing. Because when I was a kid, we moved so goddamn.
Yeah, 15 Madrid, man. Mama's still there right now.
That's the term original WoodBoy right there.
And you know the craziest thing about it?
Yeah.
Look on the back of that DEFCON 2 album.
Yeah.
That number that's on there is the same number that she got right now today.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it out a little bit later.
It's just that it was 512 back there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
512, whatever that number is after that, you got a number. You contact if you put 361 in front of the 512.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the only number I remember too, because if I get locked up in jail, I'm out of there. I can't remember nobody's shit. But I know mama number. Yeah, that's all day.
What elementaries and like middle school did you go to?
Man, I started at Garcia.
Okay.
Well, actually, gonna go to the nursery days when I was in the nursery. Everybody went to Greenwood Nursery. That was right there off in Molina. And then it went from there. I went to Garcia Elementary. And then my third grade year, I went to Kennedy, John F. Kennedy.
Oh, really?
And me and Selena, her class was like right next door to mine. Yeah, and we all grew up in that area. And actually, Ivan Pusky, the wrestler that had the title and shit, his son went there too. He was in my class.
Yeah.
At JFK?
At JFK.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then after that, that's when I went back to CCISD. They started busting us out and shit. They bust me to Montclair. Yeah, because
was like some new program to like get like kids to go like from certain parts of town to go to like these advanced schools that they were building and stuff like that.
What it was when you used to go to the what's that down Olympic shit they used to do with the kids back then? Well, we used to run.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember.
So all the schools like Crockett, what did y'all go to elementary at? Y'all
went to Coles.
Coles, yeah. So everybody, all the black kids from them schools was always getting awards.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we breaking the records. What they were doing, what they were doing, they put us all in, and they let us do so many push-ups. Who could do the most push-ups? Their timers, their pull-ups, their timers on everything. But everybody on the west side, on the north and the west that's coming through was killing everything, and there was no east side.
Yeah.
It was only west, north, and the south.
Yeah.
And everybody from the south was no matter.
Yeah. Nah, he not lying.
There was no matter. There was no south. Yeah, because if you claim that, you might not be getting out of where you claimed it at. And that's the way it was. But yeah, I mean, growing up like that, bro, I mean, it was all good though, man.
Was your graduation class 89?
87.
Okay, bet already. Because my Uncle
87.
Jamie was like 89. He was like right there with Selena. And my grandpa taught Selena at West Oso Junior High and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Did you play like sports and stuff like as like a youth?
Oh man, football, man, that was my thing. To actually tell you the truth, my brother tell you, man, I'm the one that pulled him out of hitting niggas. Yeah. I mean, cause let the story be told. Somewhat, my uncles and them thought I was better than Maurice.
Okay.
I was smaller than Maurice because Maurice always worked out.
Maurice is the oldest?
That's my older brother.
Okay, already.
Yeah, 2 years older than
Okay, bet. Already.
Yeah, and if that nigga caught me doing anything on his waist set, that nigga, I had to fight that nigga, so I didn't mess with him. so fuck me working out. Everything came natural to me. You know what I mean? So with him, he worked out at as well the naturality. That's how he had that work ethic to keep going and doing what he had to do. And as he used to say, watch me. That nigga say that real quick because he was a small ass nigga. Yeah. Playing on a higher level.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This was cold, man.
Yeah, that nigga was cold, man. I love my brother, but I took a lot of ass whoopers on the second Saturday of the weekend. Cause mama be going to work and I have to wake up to this crazy ass nigga. But I love him. Yeah, man, that was big bro though. But he did that to train a nigga. shit ain't gonna be right for you out here all
Already.
the time. Ain't nothing gonna be fair. Ain't nothing gonna be promised to you. You got to take it how it go, and that's what he had to do. And that's why I respect that nigga to the most, man. That's my big bro. Love you, bro, for real.
What was like being played in the house, like musically, like whenever y'all was like coming up, like over there in Greenwood?
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this. When me and Maurice was actually, we was like in the 5th grade, 6th grade, we used to have the street lit up.
They talk about those.
My mom had a stereo, and that motherfucker was big old brown thing, big old brown like a end table, but it was big old thing. We used to lift that thing up, man, put the records on there. That thing was loud. They lit up the whole street. So every day, mama had about 10, 15 niggas at her house.
And y'all kids.
And we kids. Yeah. And while we doing this shit, we got, like I said, certain niggas that had passes could come on certain parts of town. Yeah. And like little bro, we had to sneak him out the house. Grandma wasn't trying to hear that shit. Wasn't trying to hear none of that shit. Creon ain't going nowhere. What the fuck?
When did y'all meet? Like in like middle school, elementary?
It was about, I think we met like in junior high.
Junior
high.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boys club.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
That's when all the collisions started happening.
Yeah.
Boys
Let's get into that. Okay, so because I kind of trying to go in like chronological order, and I'm kind of guessing like that's when all the like kind of like cliques and stuff start to form, like around middle school and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Cause
is y'all into like breakdancing and stuff first? Already.
Yeah. It was crazy because people used to walk off. Dudes used to walk off in the boys club and walk off in the gym with a big old cardboard.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we
Ready.
Like when you go into the gym,
like
right? You got this part where everybody hooping at.
Yeah.
That back part over there. The
you
other
get
goal,
this bitch
you
in
can't
right now,
come over
wherever
there.
you say it.
We got the cardboard right
funny
there,
as hell.
and I'm talking about. We going for what we know. Everything we done seen on B Street and breaking, we over there getting it in, bro. You know what I'm saying? We over there getting it in. I ain't even lying, bro.
For real.
Yeah, Terry Emmy said Good Boys Club, Bobby Lewis days.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
So what was going on at the boys? Was these just like regular days, and y'all are just going as members of the Boys and Girls Club? But instead of just like going swimming or going playing basketball or doing with the pool and shit, y'all are over there break dancing.
Whatever was in at that time.
Yeah.
That's what we do. Because it came up to one point in time. We was all into the wrestling thing because they had the boxing ring in the back.
Damn.
So we used to jump off in there instead of putting on the gloves. We gonna wrestle, go hard at it, try to throw each other.
Because wrestling was our thing back then. Niggas just be down at the Coliseum.
Everybody was a different character.
Watching all the pussy. Wahoo
Scott
McDaniel,
Casey.
Cowboy Scott Casey, Junkyard Dog,
All of them.
Fabulous Freebirds, nigga, Devon Erickson,
Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant. Yeah, bro.
The spoiler, the
Devon
grappler,
Erickson,
the
for sure.
The grappler.
all that.
What was the one? Was that the grappler you do? What you do his foot
Used
like
to stomp
that?
his foot,
You stomp his foot, nigga.
Iron Sheik.
Man, look,
We used to watch that. And I'm gonna tell you like
Early
this.
80s.
I'm gonna tell you like this. If you get up there early enough to help set up the ring, you get on the show for free.
Damn.
And then you break down the ring so you get to meet all the wrestlers.
Damn.
And that's what it was always something for us to do.
Unlike it was today.
Unlike it is today. And that's the messed up thing about it, because people like Bobby Lewis and James King and R.P. Cola, you know, pumping up the park on Easter Sundays and stuff like that, man. And then you had Bullet, you know,
Bullet.
man, and Chris Carnegie Sr., Big Chris, he used to DJ and all that, man. Them the ones that kept us active and stuff. And there's always something for us to do, but a lot
Every weekend. Not one weekend that go by, there ain't nothing for us something to do.
And you want to know what was crazy though? We was in the 8th. Well, I know when I was in the 8th grade, that nigga Ridin Glenn had a motherfucking white Cavalier, and we used to drive all the way to the north side after every event because everybody went to the slab.
Damn.
Man,
Everybody
you
went
talking
to the
about
slab.
experience. See, like, even though we were from the same side of town, there was neutral ground at certain places. Ain't no fighting, ain't no plexing or nothing. It was Hillcrest Park and that goddamn slab, man.
Yep, and that was it.
And I'm telling you, man, from that afternoon.
Where was that at?
On the
north side.
Yeah,
man, I'm gonna tell you like this, man.
Was like the Boys and Girls Club kind of like mutual ground too? Is like when y'all were like
Y'all
already.
Because you're on the rules. You're on the rules and regulations.
Yes, but there were Northside kids going to the Boys and Girls Club over there on Greenwood already.
But you gotta understand too. Now, the Boys and Girls Club used to battle with TCN.
Oh yeah.
It was the Boys and Girls.
Like
it was the Boys
different
Club,
organizations against each other.
And then you had West also
Molina Center and all that shit like that.
Yeah, and all it, and then also junior high had a club too.
Yeah.
And we all used to meet up. Then that's when we used to do the running and racing and everything against each other. Yeah. And the boys club always, because we had the most people that was going there.
And it was like the biggest spot.
Yeah, the biggest spot. Yeah,
already.
And everybody that knew each other there that got along right there.
Already.
That right there is how it broke it down. Because like I said, there's certain people that you can take your ass on the north side if you want to with the wrong motherfucker. You out of there.
Yeah.
You out. I'm talking about broken ribs, broken jaws, everything, my nigga. And if you come over there on the west side with one of and you ain't got no pass,
right?
You out of there. It's the same thing.
And at that time, we didn't call each other north side, west side. They was crosstown niggas and we was crosstown niggas. That's how we were.
You crossed them tracks.
We all crosstown niggas each other. They stayed on that side.
Exactly. Here these niggas come. Yeah.
Were y'all having actual battles at the Boys and Girls Club, or were y'all just honing y'all skills there to go other places to have the battles?
We was having battles.
We was having battles at the Boys and Girls Club.
The music.
Nah, man, we used to walk in there with the big Ray man.
Yeah, so y'all going there
like LL Cool J walking there with a big old box, and you put that thing in there, and they tried to ban us from doing it there like that and shit. So it went from like that, and then they went to AAA.
Yeah,
on air.
That's on air.
That's on air.
Okay, hey. You know where they got that picture of Merc Rock at?
Yeah.
They used to be AAA.
Okay.
At nighttime, like about 4 in the afternoon to about 10 at night. That's why all the breakdancers battle there.
Yeah.
So all the breakdancers is battle. I'm talking
about groups. I'm talking
that tire shop. What was AAA like a teenage bar?
It was a tire shop.
It was a tire shop.
It was a tire shop then.
But at a certain time,
they
closed up. Get out there
in the like the driveway part. Yeah. Right there, that little, because they used to have like a little over.
Yeah, still got it.
That little area part right there. Nigga, I'm talking about break dancers from wherever you was from in Corpus Christi.
All the way
from Flower Bluff. If you was break dancing, that's where you was at, bro. Right. And all the livest battles would go off right there.
Like Mexican crews, like
everything. It was everything.
Yeah, that right there. Yeah, that right there was like that
little spot.
Oh, they had the Robstown had one of the coldest crews though, because they the one when Daddy Creed performed at the Magic House thing. Then was the main. It was between us and the boys from Robstown. I forgot the name of their team.
I forgot their name too.
But they were live, and they had a dude named Alex on their team. Yeah. And Alex used to do a halo to a head spin, to a windmill, back to a halo. And then
he was cold.
The whole shebang.
He was cold.
Yeah. What was Magic Owls? Because I've heard of it. I've seen like articles in like old newspaper. They do like the Throwback Thursday. It wasn't like a theme park. Was it like a putt golf or some shit like that?
Hell no.
It was like a baby. It was like a baby.
Yeah, it was on the outskirts of the bluff.
Ain't it where Front Trackers? Yeah, where Front Trackers is right now. Yeah,
because what it was a water park too.
Okay, already.
Aqua Thrillway.
Oh
man, oh man, yeah.
That was Aqua Thrillway, and what it was, water park, the Aqua Thrillway. You climb, you walk all the way up there, and it was a water slide. You slide down. They had a big old pool at the bottom, but they had a pool on the side too, where you go fuck if you don't want to get on the slide. And right next to Aqua Thrillway was Magic Isles. And Magic Isles had roller coasters, had the ride, and had a stage where people perform and all that shit.
It was right before you got ready to hit the beach.
No, already.
That area. Right before you ready to make that left turn to get onto the island, the island, it was right in that area there.
Already.
You know what I'm saying? And the boys club used to take us out there.
No shit, damn.
The boys club used to take us out there. You got your card and shit. And load up on that bus, and that's what we doing. If you ain't had no boys club Club card, you wasn't shit. You had no Boys Club card, you wasn't shit. Huh? I think it was like $1.50.
Yeah, back then it was cheap as shit. Shit, nowadays you go broke trying to get a Boys Club membership. Back then, hell yeah.
So
man.
yeah, they kept us busy, man.
Yeah,
They kept us busy, you know, and it had a lot to do with the people that was over the city, which the NAACP was real good back then.
Already.
Because they looked out for people. They don't look out for nobody right now. They don't do shit.
Mm-hmm.
They whack.
They bourgeois now.
Yeah.
They black bourgeois.
Yeah,
for real.
Yeah, for real. Because back then, they always had people that was creating organizations for youngsters.
Yeah.
For the minorities and shit like that,
Softball or anything.
Everything, yeah. And even though we was sitting out here banging against each other, but in neutral ground, like Chris said, it was neutral ground. But everybody that was in the neutral ground, you knew who to fuck with on the other side from Crosstown. All right,
we still had our partners, you know what I'm saying?
And there ain't nobody gonna wash our hands with that. And that right there calls for true blood, you know? And that's what it was.
What was the first breakdancer crew or dancer crew that you were a part of, if you could recall?
I forget our name, man. I don't even remember.
And who was in the actual crew?
Yeah, it was Maurice.
Okay.
That was the first.
It was Warren Hope.
Okay.
3D Thomas and Barron. And then Creed was like the fifth man.
Okay, so it was a mixture of from the West End and now. Okay, already.
Now on the other side, you had Patrick Belfield.
Already. R.I.P. Pat Belfield, man.
Hey, R.I.P. to my nigga, man. Love that boy, man.
Yeah.
Patrick Belfield, Jimmy Gale was somewhat up in there.
Okay.
And 3D Chris Lewis. Man, because Chris Lewis, man, him and 3D Thomas. But you want to see?
Yeah, you don't want that type of work, bro. I ain't lying. And Chris was like the coldest ever, bro. He was, you know, he was born with like a bone marrow disease, man. So he kind of walked with a limp, and his leg was kind of like a little kind of crooked. Say, man, when I tell you that boy worked that leg when he was popping, man, I'm talking about, man.
And then he'll start from here.
Yeah,
and
like when he would pop his, like when he
pop.
would tick, he would bend the tip of his fingers from right here and work that shit all the way down. That nigga was cold, man. RP, bro. That nigga was cold.
And then you got that nigga 3D Thomas. That nigga's come out just like a shot knock pop, and everything looked like strobe lights on both of them niggas.
That nigga not saying, man, I'm telling you the truth. This nigga was the Matrix before the Matrix. Nigga. Cause when y'all had through that block party, man, him and that nigga LaDon Williams was popping against each other. I'm like, nigga, these niggas look like they really vibrating, nigga. Like they're really vibrating, bro. This shit was, man, them niggas was sick,
like two robots for real, like two robots going at it.
Pat Belfield, man, that nigga Pat Belfield was so smooth. Say, look, they had this, it was called Spring Affairs, right? They had brought What's that nigga from Houdini with the big hat on?
Oh man,
the rapper from Houdini with the big hat. Where he had a twin.
Yeah,
he had a twin brother. Remember he had a twin brother, right? And he came down here with a girl, and they brought Turbo and Ozone down here.
Oh
man.
Shit!
So Turbo on stage, you know,
where is this at?
This is at where it's the Selena Auditorium now. Where it was back in the day.
Bayfront Auditorium already.
Nigga, this nigga Turbo stage going out, nigga. Here come Pat Belfield, nigga. Oh yeah, we live in Corpus Christi, nigga.
Yes,
Turbo getting that work from Pat Belfield, nigga. I swear to God, Pat Belfield get me.
Hey, man, that nigga used to wave from top all the way down to the bottom and drop.
The Houdini rapper name was Ecstasy. His twin brother was named Dynasty. Yeah.
Say, man, when I tell you, man, this nigga Pat. If you ever look at B Street, they had a nigga named Mr. Wave on there, man.
That was Pat.
This nigga Pat Belfield was Mr. Wave. I'm talking about that nigga. I'm talking about, man, that nigga all the way down to the floor.
All the way down to
Bring
the
that
floor.
shit back. That nigga Belfield was cold, bro. That nigga Belfield was so cold, man. R.P. Belfield, man.
And there was another crew It was me Green.
Joe Green, the
Joe
dance
Green.
machine.
Joe Green at the dance machine. Yeah, man. Oliver Brown, Steve-O.
Already.
Wasn't you part of that for a little bit?
I was part of that for a little bit.
Yeah, for a little bit. Yeah.
Tico was part of that. Remember when they had the commercial? Tico was like the last one to jump out the limo. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk, yeah.
At the that was like on Ayers. That little where they be having the little flea market thing on Ayers.
Yeah.
Right there where the barbershop at, and that little hall that's right there.
Yeah.
Checkers. Was it like that back then? The floor?
Yeah, I don't know about the floor. I can't even remember, but that little hall.
Yeah, the Ayers Event Center.
Yeah, the Ayers Event Center. Niggas used to go there to perform. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit, man.
Hey,
look,
man,
bro.
that was the shit.
There was some times, bro. There was some times, man.
Crazy.
There was some times,
Hey,
man.
so what would y'all dress like back then?
Like breakdance, like Adidas, Pumas, the windbreaker outfits, the parachute pants,
the spike belts,
all that. We look just like Turbo and Ozone them.
Yeah.
That's how niggas dressed up.
Niggas dressed up.
What you saying about Joe Green? They did the commercial over there at the Ayers Event Center. That's when they jumping out of limos.
Jumping out of limos.
Exactly.
And this playing on goddamn 360 10 type shit.
Yes, bro. This is look, man.
Yep.
When they talk about it, wasn't nobody. Yes, we did, bro.
We
Y'all
did all that shit.
y'all can't even do this today. Y'all can't even do this today. Nigga, our culture was on TV for real. Catching sponsor deals and stuff like that for what we did.
That's real
Me
tough.
and Barry had a what's the name for only reason why we didn't get to make a commercial because our song was 3 seconds over, dog.
Yeah.
3 seconds over, bro. 3 seconds over. We had a song for Mr. Louis.
Yeah.
The barbershop. Only reason why we didn't get to do the commercial because it was 3 seconds over, bro.
And that commercial that Wilson and Dickie did, man.
Love Chrysler Plymouth.
Yeah, talk about that because that's what y'all talking about earlier.
I'll tell you like this, bro.
You were supposed to be a part of that commercial?
Man, Winston, it used to be.
And what crew was they at the time whenever they got commissioned to do a commercial?
Man, Winston was a crew.
Okay, already.
And Dickie and LBJ was a crew.
Already.
So the thing was, Winston, I don't know how they pitched the sale to Winston that the commercial was going to be shot. So I think Dickie the one that set up the shit, to tell you the truth. Because Winston came to me, man, we're going to be on the commercial. I said, okay, when is that going to happen? They gave us like a week span.
Okay.
So I'm pumping up. So I'm trying to get this credit. Now, mind you, now, I was labeled the wackest rapper in Corpus at one time. I ain't going to lie about it. Take y'all back a little bit.
How old are y'all at this time around this commercial time? About 16, 17?
No,
damn.
About 14, 15.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all niggas ain't doing nothing, man. Ain't doing nothing, man.
Say we was at Hillcrest Park and we walked up on it was Creed, it was Patrick Belfield, and I forgot who else. Jimmy was there, Jimmy Gill, because Jimmy used to rap a little bit too. Jimmy was there, and me and Winston walked up and we got to rapping, and Winston was cold. Yeah, Winston. You talk about one of the coldest niggas on the motherfucking shit. Man. That nigga that freestyle king.
And that nigga was a pretty nigga. That nigga, boy, you better not have your ass. Better not have your bitch around with you. You might lose her, bro.
You gonna lose for real.
That pretty hair motherfucker, you might lose. That nigga smooth as hell.
And that motherfucking spit. That nigga say your name, he'll go around the whole fucking circle, go around the whole. And I'm talking about it's about 10, 15 niggas around niggas.
So he rapping about everybody's name on the spot.
Everything. That's how cool
what you wearing and shit like that. Damn.
So we got in this battle. It was Patrick and I think it was Barron. Yeah, it was Barron. It was Patrick and Barron. We met up, man. It looked like it was getting ready to be a fight. So everybody
was that at Oz?
It was at Hill. Circle around like it was a fight. Patrick spit the first. Pat Belfield spit the first verse. That nigga went. I was like, shit, once I got this nigga. I got the rapping. I said, I'm going to take it in the circle. Nigga, you look like a Whirlpool. Everybody said, nigga, what the fuck is a Whirlpool? So I try to give a definition of this shit. Ain't nobody trying to hear this shit. Nigga, you whack, nigga. So that nigga Winston said, fuck it, I got it. Winston took that motherfucker, started running around the motherfucking thing. Whole battle stopped right there. Everybody that got down went that motherfucker Winston back. Yeah, that nigga was like, man. Yeah, so we called it, he was A Chill, and I was J.A. Def. Yeah. That's why I was, And W.A. Chill. So going back to the commercial thing, man, that nigga, he was telling me, he was bigging me up, we gonna do this commercial, what I'm doing. I like, all all right, man, that's 100. Shit, let's do it. So it came to the point of the day of the commercial, I didn't hear from him. I'm calling, I'm texting him, actually I paged him. We had pages.
Really?
He never paged me. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Then all of a sudden he come out, say, man, you see Winston them on that commercial? Like, what the fuck? Oh, him and Dickie Duhart. I was like, man.
Dickie and Norman, man.
Yeah,
Norman.
yeah.
Say,
beatboxing, yeah.
Man.
So now I'm hot. That nigga LBJ come knocking on my door now. And the advantage that we had tracks. I had tracks. I had tracks. LBJ come knocking on my door. You're like, say, man, you see that motherfucking bullshit them niggas pulling? I said, yeah, my nigga.
God damn.
Nigga say, man, we gotta do something. I said, like what? He said, man, let's go beat these niggas up, man.
How you gonna top a commercial, nigga?
Let's go try to beat these niggas up. Let's do this shit. So we were thinking that I like, man, fuck that shit, nigga. We got tracks. And nigga said, what? I said, man, there's a thing at the boys club this fucking Friday night.
Oh shit.
Get their ass. Call them out. You're like, the nigga LBJ say, all right, let's sit down. So we called tracks over. We sat up in my mama garage. We sitting over there working. And nigga LBJ said, man, what should we do? Said, nigga, I want blood. We came out with that jam, I want blood. Yeah, that was first. We went to the Boys and Girls Club. Y'all opened, y'all performed before we did. And then we went on, and it was supposed to be in Dickie and Winston. Them niggas walked out after we did I Want Blood. Yeah. Shut the whole shit down.
Damn, yeah. So y'all recorded it that week and performed it that week?
Performed it that week. I did on there.
That's one thing they don't do today, Jeff. Nigga, when we wrote our songs, nigga, we was ready that week. Verse, it ain't no voiceovers, nigga. You ain't got no voices in the background. You can't fuck up.
Yeah.
At all.
You can't fuck up, bro. So we practice this shit. Nigga, write that rap, nigga. Say, Baron was the type of nigga, look, man, we not going nowhere. We not going nowhere until this song, till you remember your verse or nothing like that. We not doing nothing. We not going nowhere. Man, look, we be locked in, bro.
Hey, man. That right there what took us a step higher because y'all was our motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when we seen y'all do certain things, they made us motherfucker want to do certain things. But y'all niggas always kept coming. But the thing was, when y'all niggas started that Monster Squad, man, North South Ball Squad, and then it went from you and Barry to you and Richard Ayala, that was all she wrote, because Richard telling you the truth. Baddest motherfucking Mexican rapper in this motherfucker.
Man, look, bro. Hey, no, I try to tell people all the time, man, like, when it comes to this rap shit, you cannot forget about this Mexican dog. You can't leave him out the equation, man, because this nigga, when we did that show at the Yellow Rose, my nigga, this is UGK first show here. Right. This is first time a nigga. I always heard the music, but I never knew who these niggas was. These niggas came here for their first show down here in Corpus, man, and Javo G got us on the show.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the day of the show. Yeah. He got us on the show, day of the show.
Javo was. Yeah. Javo still like that though.
Me and Richard, me and Richard was so cold that we was the act before UGK came out.
Say.
Everybody from Houston and whoever was performing, they performed before us. We was the second act before UGK came out. This nigga Pimp C wanted to know who the fuck this Mexican was.
Yeah.
Damn. Square business. He wanted, fuck me. I know I'm rapping my ass off. He want to know who the fuck is this Mexican, dog. That's how cold Richard was, bro.
Hey, man, cold. When they came with the North South Ball Squad, it was something different. So then I had to come, because I was still being labeled up under DEFCON 2.
Okay, we're gonna get there, but when did y'all even transition from breakdancing to rapping?
Mine is a long story. Like I said, this nigga and Baron used to sleep at our house.
Okay.
So we had to sneak Creon out the north side, bring him to the west side.
Nigga couldn't go nowhere.
Couldn't go nowhere. Nowhere. He on lock. So we sneaking him over there to mama house. Baron in the closet, he writing rhymes. Cree up underneath the bed writing rhymes, and them two niggas, because Baron used to try to get me to do it. I ain't doing that shit. Nah, I couldn't do it. I try to stick with the breakdancing thing.
Okay.
These niggas, since me, Cree, and Lily, we was on the back burner of the breakdancing thing. We wasn't part of the crew. Cree made it smart, okay, because Baron was already transforming.
Yeah.
And when Baron transformed and did his damn thing, shit, Cree was right there with him.
Okay.
And I never will fuck with it. Now, my transformation came with my cousin Sylvester, Cool Sly.
Okay.
Was one of the coldest niggas that rapped on this
Man, look, me and Sly always hitting each other in the inbox, man. He's one of the coldest. Him and AJ, nigga, look, man.
Look like Run DMC come out there, motherfucker. Hey, man, the two niggas was the baddest niggas, man. At one point in time, the niggas was the niggas.
Yeah, they was the ones. I ain't gonna lie.
They was representing.
Them niggas is the ones who made me step out as a young nigga.
Yeah.
My vocabulary up with this rap shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I be like, them niggas be like, Crown, you know, I was like, nigga, it was smart niggas rapping back then.
Yeah.
They was from the hood, but niggas was smart.
Smart
nigga.
as fuck.
That's why my words be big, nigga, because AJ and Sylvester, nigga.
Hey, man, this two niggas wasn't like the coldest. They was the coldest niggas in Corpus, man.
Yes, man.
And you know, Sylvester being my kinfolk, he set me down at the table. He said, man, Maurice told me to talk to you.
Because you still trying to break dance
I'm
and
still
shit.
trying to break
Oh,
dance.
really?
He said, man, sit down. He said, I bought a pad. Here's a pad for you. Here's a pad for me. He said, you going to write your first song. I said, what, kinfolk? He said, don't know how to rap. You got to write something. I like, goddamn, cuz. So I wrote a song called Let the Dough Be Ride. Travis dropped that beat, that motherfucker went over the top. Boom, boom, boom. And when I performed it, me being going back to where I was called the wackest rapper in Corpus, I like, so since I'm the wackest rapper, I got to do something. So I like, my skills got to be tight on stage. And that's why when I perform, I just blank out to do shit.
So when they was labeling you the wackest rapper in Corpus, was that like you transitioning from breakdancing to rapping and people were basically saying, nah, you ain't that good. You just need to stick to the breakdancing type shit? Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was.
But was it Sylvester and them still pushing you like, nah, fuck them, like you got to still stick to this rap? Like what made you stick to the rap and not, because damn, like, being like you say, being labeled that, like that would fucking hurt my feelings. But to go from that to be one of the first people to drop an album in Corpus, like,
I ain't gonna lie, my nigga. It was so many niggas.
Or was it just some hating shit? Like
it was so many. No, niggas was skillful, dog. Niggas was lying.
Okay.
We was lying, but what it was, Sylvester made me do what I did, bro. And when he did that, and they were like, man, see what that song. And it was like when I did that, because we was calling off cassette tapes.
Okay.
And when we was dropping them, shit, nigga, go off in the show and do the show, perform your song. That's when you know you're gonna get the crowd.
Yeah.
And so I went from being just the rapper to being a performer.
Already.
Yeah. That's why everybody like
he always give a good stage show.
A lot of people be like, you the hype man.
Yeah.
I'm a hype man for my damn self.
that nigga just used to get crunk.
And these niggas here, when they come, they come with deliverance. That was a whole different type of stage show that they did. It was a deliverance that they bought. And you mixing up the deliverance with each person's style and lifestyle, the way they live, because they was talking how they were living. And I was and then the thing what bigged me up, really, it wasn't me, it was Dragon.
Already.
When I was introduced to Dragon.
Okay, let's pause right there. Bino got to get up out of here, so let's get Bino up out of here.
Oh, man, what you got to do, my nigga? You got to go.
Yeah, he got to get up out of here.
Real
Then.
quick for the cut before I gotta fly out,
Hey.
and I just want to hit it before I fly out.
Hey,
And
man,
just
love you, man.
I love you too.
Because you know what? You play a big part in this shit, too. We're going to talk about your ass.
Yeah.
I'm going to cuss you out about it, too.
Hey, cuss me out later, but I love y'all, boy. All of y'all, boys.
Hey, man.
Already.
Say love you, bro.
Already.
Yes, sir. One love.
Already. Riding High Podcast, you make sure you like, follow, subscribe to the page. Hey, we just get started, man. Dava is in the building, man. Hey, man, for down show, man. All right, let's pick it up. So, meeting DJ Dragon. Where do you meet DJ Dragon at?
Man, actually, I had graduated in 87.
Okay.
But
From Moody?
I graduated from Moody in 87. And around, it was like 86. Because it was 86. It was like football season was over. After football season, that's when the niggas started taking on the rap thing and shit. And my boy, Elwin Tipton, he said, say, man, that's good dude just came in from San Diego. I like, what? I said, what about it? He said, that motherfucker got a rap folder about this big, and he know how to DJ. Like, what? So, man, here we argued back and forth a little bit. He said, man, for real, man, you can do something with him. I said, man, all right, bring him over. So Dragon come over and shit. As soon as we hit, we connected. And nigga said, say, bro, got a jam. I want you to, he said, I already got it written. I like, so you trying to, I like, nigga, you trying to write for me? Because back then, you can't take another nigga lyrics because they call that biting.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, nigga, you biting another nigga's style. Yeah. Nigga, you bite my shit, you bite. I like, man, I can't do it. Yeah, get your ass whooped. I like, man, Dragon, I ain't doing that shit, bro. You're like, no, for real, for real. He said, man, it's called incarcerated knowledge. I said, no shit. I said, well, let me hear it. I motherfucking did it, and my rap is like more mellow, and that shit was like up tempo.
So he had the song, but he just had the song written because he wasn't a rapper.
There you go.
Okay, already.
And then I said, oh shit.
And then I said, oh shit.
Give us a second, y'all. You good? You good? Hey, we're gonna take a pause right quick. We'll be right back, y'all. Y'all give us a second, man.
Yeah, man.
Y'all good over there? Already.
Yeah, so when I met Dragon, so when we did that, I said, well shit, I got a jam called Gangsta Lippin'.
Mm.
And he was like, why don't you call it Gangsta Limpin' instead of Lippin'? I like, all right, cool. So
you hadn't recorded it yet, or you had already?
I haven't recorded.
Okay.
We haven't did none of that yet. So that was like around '86. We started writing on that motherfucker. We did it, but we kept on rehearsing because I couldn't catch the word to incarcerated knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah, keep on losing my breath. So, yeah, because when you recorded back then, we didn't know about punching in and editing and all that shit. You had to go straight through that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And we, you know,
that shit costs. That shit costs, nigga. Fuck up if you want to, nigga. That shit costs.
Yes, sir.
Studio was way different than it was. That shit costs,
different.
Nigga.
Yeah.
Real ain't no motherfucker.
Yeah, cause we actually, I finally got it right in '88.
Okay.
That's when and then at that time, and what it was, we always performed that motherfucker before we even recorded it.
Already.
Because my brother Maurice was playing football at Texas A&I.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what A&M was. That's what Kingsville was called A&I back then.
Daryl Green, all them over there, back over there. Already.
And Maurice playing ball with them. Me and Dragon used to always hook up at West Haven Park. And Rodney Glenn had a girlfriend named Cheryl. Her mama stayed across the street from the park. So we used to run a motherfucking extension cord all the way from the damn dome of the park, all the way to the motherfucking to her house. And we used to set up in West Haven Park, and Dragon get to doing this thing, and I get to rapping and shit.
Damn.
And that was like our rehearsal, but we used to call it a cookout. And
how long were you rapping for? Like would you be like literally rapping for 2-3 hours, or you just do maybe rap for like 20-30 minutes?
Actually, Dragons is out there spinning music.
And then you maybe just go rap for like 20 minutes or something like that?
Okay. Nigga, let's get a J done.
Already.
Then I jump on the mic.
Okay.
And then I give Dragon a solo thing in the middle of one of my songs.
Yeah.
Because he pausing and stopping the music anyway.
Yeah.
That's the advantage that I had over everybody else that didn't have a DJ.
Already.
Yeah, fucking with Dragon.
So were you rapping on the instrument or were you rapping over the...
No, we had our own music because Trax was our producer. Trax was the only producer in Corpus at that time.
Sure was.
Nobody was fucking with Trax. Me and Trax to this day, that's my brother, man.
Yeah,
all right.
Me too.
Hey, bro, love you, bro. What's up with it, Trax?
Yeah, we got to get him on
to my
too.
nigga, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, TRX a bad motherfucker, man. Cola nigga.
Me and Trax did a whole album. That nigga stayed in my house for like 2 days. We did a whole album. I'm talking about like 13 songs in 2 days.
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Up and down. All I had to do was make sure my nigga had something to drink.
Yes, sir.
That's all I had to do was make sure my nigga had something to drink. And we gonna smoke. He gonna drink his beer
and he gonna smoke. And he gonna get it in.
And I'm talking about cold. To this day, mind-wise, when it comes to music, ain't nobody colder than him. When it comes to piecing shit together and put it all together, ain't nobody, because he can play everything, bro.
Track's a bad motherfucker, my nigga. And that's the advantage I had. You know, if I had tracks and I had Dragon.
Damn.
And I had my own. Everybody else was rapping off instrumentals, and they were digging deep for instrumentals that niggas really didn't hear.
Like B-side instrumentals, already, hell yeah. And trying to act like it was their song type shit.
There you go. And the advantage I had was I had tracks, and that was my nigga and shit. And that nigga dropped the shit. Then when I met Dragon, that became a plus. And so then the triple plus come when Maurice was at A&I, because every time they had a homecoming or something, me and Dragon always performed at their homecoming.
Damn.
And then it went from us performing at their homecoming, and A&I, every other game that they played at home, they'll miss a home game, then the next home game, they have a dance. Me and Dragon will perform at their main dance. Yeah. So that was the plus. So we had these niggas from Kingsville rocking with us.
It's hard.
And then we'd come to Corpus and rock out again. And then another thing that we had. Jay Rand, Johnny Bailey, Keith Sherman,
many legends.
Robert Watson, all them niggas, man. Whole bunch of cats that was there, you know, and we was in the mix of them brothers, man. And then Byron Preston is the one that sent me and Dragon to Houston to make that album. Byron Preston him and Maurice used to fight for positions as for safety.
Okay, so he was a teammate of your brother's.
He was a teammate of my brother. Okay. And he became my money man, the backing of the
So he just basically learned about y'all just going and doing those performances in Kingsville? That's how he discovered y'all, what you say?
Actually, something like that, it came to that because he was really looking at my kinfolk, Agent Trimble. Yeah. Okay. Agent Trimble used to drop his own beats and he used to rap too. Okay. And Maurice was like, man, Agent ain't better than my little brother, my nigga. So Byron like, man, let me go listen to your brother. I let him hear Let the Dope Be Ride. He rode on it a little bit. Then he said, you know what else you got? I let him hear Incarcerated Knowledge. That's when that
So you had already recorded Incarcerated Knowledge when he heard it.
Yeah, when he heard it.
Where did you record it at?
On Track's mama room.
Okay,
Track's bedroom.
Okay, so it's just basically a rough draft demo version of the song.
Exactly.
Okay, already.
Yeah.
So you let him hear that already?
Let him hear that. He was like, man. He said, hold on. And next day, about a week from there, they was in the football season because they was in the championship and they did their thing. And then he called me about the week after that. He was like, say, man, I got your plane ticket set up to come to Houston. I'm like, what the fuck? I said, what? So I like, mama, this nigga talking about he got a plane ticket for me to go to Houston, man, to record something. And she was like, you lying? I said, what?
Well, to me, it's like I'm thinking in my head, this is a dude that's in college. Like, how could he even, because he's your brother's teammate, right? Yeah. Or is he already out of college?
He's my brother's teammate.
So how is a dude, most college kids are broke type shit, so I'm thinking.
Where he was from. Where he was from.
Where you say, Houston, right? Yeah, already.
His mom owned beauty shop.
Already.
And his dad was in real estate.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was like, say, man, I just got money to work. He said, I want to fly you down here. So I thought he was bullshit. My mama thought he was bullshit. Next day, I'm asleep. 6:30 in the morning, mama wake me up, say, get up, you gotta go to the airport. Like, what the fuck, for real? I like, man, all right, let's go. Shit. I went to the airport, flew out. We flew Dragon in the very next day. Dragon was graduating and shit. And so he was like, shit, I got time to take off. He flew in and shit, and then we were down there for a little bit.
When you got there to Houston, did Byron know that Dragon were y'all like a duo, or he just thought you
Dragon was a duo?
Okay, he already knew y'all were a duo. Okay.
He knew tracks and everything.
Okay, already.
Yeah, and it took us a little bit to get tracks down there. That's why it took a little bit for us to finish it, but we finished the album at the end of '88.
Okay, how long were y'all in Houston to do that album?
Shoot, man. Actually we did like 11 songs, but we only released the EP and shit because
really?
Preston, he was really testing the nigga.
What y'all record on, man?
Huh?
What did y'all record on?
Oh man, they had the real thing.
The DATs.
Yeah, the real because cassette tapes was going over. Yeah. So you went from reel to 8 DATs. Yeah. you record on the reel of real, and they dump the track on the ADAC.
Yeah.
That's why I say you can't fuck up.
Yeah, you can't fuck up.
It costs too much money. It costs too much money. So.
And if they gonna splice or cut.
Yeah.
And if they gonna splice it, what they used to do on the reel of real, if you did fuck up, they could splice, because if you hear Incarcerated Knowledge, he did splice it, and then he'll patch it up together to where the words will try to make sense. And, but it's a gold figure if you're gonna get it or not. So you taking chances on that shit. Yeah, and Claude was pretty good with that. And yeah, man, I don't know what Claude at, but what's up?
Back then, being an engineer meant something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's where it all came from. You have to be cold, man. You have to be cold and know what you're doing to record somebody.
The engineer was actually an engineer in those days, type shit.
But you know what? Only nigga I seen that was cutting niggas and doing it without a real. I seen Trax was the only one that was doing that shit.
Already.
You could fuck up Trax. Said no, don't worry about it.
Trax was a genius, dog.
That nigga rewind that bitch.
Bro.
Hit it, really ahead of his time. And then you take off where you left off at that nigga. Yeah, Trax was a nigga before. And that's the positive that I had with Trax. And when we finished that song, when we did Incarcerated Knowledge in Houston, we were still there, and Preston was like, man, I'm gonna put y'all out there, my nigga. And he threw niggas in the woods. He threw us with some gangster niggas to see how we was going to take the streets and shit like that.
In Houston?
Yeah, in Houston. Yeah, man. Nigga, then we didn't know now one of them, but all of them was a kinfolk.
So when you left the Houston, when your mama took you to the airport, you ended up staying in Houston for what, like the 2 weeks, a month or something?
Nah, man, I was in Houston almost like about a year or something.
Damn!
Yeah, stayed out there, and actually, we had opened up for the real NWA at the Underground.
Damn.
And, all right, I don't know if y'all remember when NWA, when they showing the part, when they walking in the scene in Houston.
In the movie, yeah.
They playing Flash, like, because they didn't know who the artist was, which was us. Because when they walked in the thing, we just got through. Rodney on Joe Cooley just got off the stage, and we jumped on stage just to perform that one song.
Damn.
And when we did that, NWA was coming in, the original NWA. I'm talking about Ice Cube. Easy, DJ Yellow, all of them. It was the whole crew, and them niggas they walked in and they heard that Flash, they heard that That's why when you hear that when they in Texas, when they was in Texas, they played that song, but they played the original, the original song, but they didn't know who really. Did Incarcerated Knowledge. Yeah.
What do you remember, if you remember anything from those Incarcerated Knowledge studio sessions? Like, did Dragon actually take his turntables up there and was cutting in the studio?
Yes, sir.
God damn, man.
Yeah, we plugged in and everything. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, and that right there.
Was like other people in the studio with y'all? Was like just intimate?
It was studio. That's why I get where. Because back in the days, didn't nobody want nobody in the studio with them when they was recording.
You're in there by yourself.
Yeah, it's solo. Yeah, they call it a studio session. So a session is everything that's closed off. And and you there until you done.
You there, bro.
Yeah, because you're trying to get out there because the clock is ticking. And all that money being wasted. So every mistake that you make, man, let's run it back. Let's get it over with. Yeah.
Ain't no time to take a break and roll up and all that shit.
You got this reel. This about this big, bro. This reel is about this big, man.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? It's going from here to this other thing, spinning, and it's taking all that reel with it. Nigga, that's money.
Yeah.
Nigga, when you want to buy your, it's like buying your masters. You know what I'm saying? Because once you finish recording, you know who got that motherfucker? Them people.
Yep.
They got your shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You just come to record. They gonna give you the music you recorded.
A copy of it.
Yeah.
This real because you didn't pay for this real. This real costs money, man. So they keeping the real with your motherfucking music.
Because these niggas here, they supposed to have signed with motherfucking, was it Ice-T?
Ice-T.
Yeah, they supposed to have signed with Ice-T.
With Rhyme Syndicate.
Yeah, but it just so happened.
This is high school.
It just these niggas started getting in trouble. These niggas started getting in trouble. Yeah, they was out there. They was out there doing what they was talking about, and they lived that life. They spoke that life. They lived that life. And when they started disappearing, that big DEFCON 2 up to do what DEFCON 2 did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but we were just on in-house in Texas.
Yeah.
These niggas get ready to hit the fucking LA scene and do it real big. Them niggas started, the niggas fell down, my nigga. We kept the ball rolling until these niggas got out. Cause when they got out, it was over. That's when it all started changing. Everything started going back and forth again. Yeah. But as for what it is, yeah, we stood strong. I stood strong, and the thing that I did was I was blessed. I was blessed to have good people on my side, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Dragon was a blessing. Well, Trax was a blessing.
Yeah.
Dragon was a blessing. And then when we graduated out of high school, I did a little thing in college and shit. Then I fucked up and left it alone. And then started going to the music thing because I did my first show, a real show, and I got that blood. When I taste that blood, I got to keep on doing this shit. This is my shit. And then the thing that helped me a lot, all of my players that I played football with at Moody, these niggas, it was a club, was it Skylight or was it Cocktails at the time?
Cocktails.
It was Cocktails. And my boy Richard Solis was the general manager. And DJ Phillip DJ Phillip was always up there, and Cruz Vasquez was the assistant general. And then I played ball with both of them. Sat there another night. I used to go on there and say, man, Dragon. And Philip would be like, come on up here. So at the end of the night, we'll shut the club down.
Damn.
Yeah, and and so people catching us like that, and it was always good to know DJs.
Yeah.
The DJ's the one that's gonna put you in there.
Plug you in here.
And them niggas will call you out on it too, especially if they knew that you rap. Say, you want to do something tonight?
Yep. that's how live. That's how live it was from that era, dog.
Exactly.
If motherfuckers knew when they got past the making fun of niggas and they started accepting that shit, nigga, I don't care where you went. If somebody knew you could rap, nigga, you was not gonna leave until you rap, dog.
Yes, sir.
I'm talking about if it was a fan, if Bobby Lewis was DJing that night, if Trax, if James King or one of these niggas was DJing that night,
they calling you out.
They gonna call you.
Yeah.
They gonna call you up to the mic.
Put
you know
you
what
on
I'm
the
saying?
spot.
Put you on the spot.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
it was live, bro.
Yes,
it was live, man.
And you know what?
It was live, bro.
Much love to motherfucking Bobby Lewis, man. RP to my nigga, because that nigga kept the city lit, man. Him and James King, they kept the city lit. Bullet kept the city lit.
I'm telling you, man, there was not a weekend that went by and it was not a place to go.
Exactly.
It was not a weekend that went by. And when the summertime came,
oh, it was over. It was over. Put it this way. You talk about Crenshaw. Man, the slab was Crenshaw.
The slab was Crenshaw
all day long, my nigga.
I'm talking about, look. If you remember what y'all ever see the old police station?
Yeah.
And where TCR's at?
Yeah.
And you see that concrete strip that go right there, and that bitch stop right, bitch go all the way over there to the ditch. Yeah. Nigga, that bitch is filled up with nothing but cars. Nigga, and music. And motherfucker walking back and forth. Driving up and down the what's that? Driving up and down the Oasis. The motherfucking whole slab pick, man, I'm talking about from one end to the slab.
And it goes up, and then when you go up the hill this way, there's people all up on the cut. That's what we call it. It was a cut. And the Cotton Club, you got Creasy's. Yeah, we used to go to Creasy and get that Wild Irish Rose. Get that bottle of Wild Irish Rose, get fucked up on some damn wine. And get out there.
That's the drink too, that Wild Irish Rose for us young niggas. I'm talking about we 14, 15 years old. We 14, 15 years old. This is going on. I'm 14, 15, 16. Yeah,
yes, sir. Yeah.
Look, bro, this is the littest shit ever. It ain't never been an era like that ever in life, bro.
Hey,
it ain't never been an era like that, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about this shit is lit. You got all the bad heifers down there. You know what I'm saying? You got all the OGs, the niggas that's older than us. You got the Corvette Club. You got the Trans Am Club, nigga.
Everything.
All these different vets, nigga. All these different Trans Ams parked on the motherfucking block. Niggas in their regular cars, Mustangs and shit like
Might
that.
catch some niggas on some horses probably back then too.
Man. You catch niggas on horses at Hillcrest Park.
And then check this out though. Now you got the slab. You go from this side of the hill, go down that motherfucker. Then he'll go up there, but right in the middle of the slab, it was like a quarter sack, but it was squared off.
Well, that's what Marcus is asking. He said there used to be projects there too, right? When that already.
But in between the projects,
the slab was in.
It was a quarter sack right there. DJ Donnie used to park with his damn van and pop that van open up his back doors.
He talking about the little cul-de-sac. That's the Wheatley Street area
right
really? There. Like it's when the street is on the other side of the slab street. Right there. It's a little mini slab.
Right.
But where you go like when you cross the train tracks and you see that like going towards the what's name, you see that water and all this type of stuff. We used to call it like we used to jump in that bitch and fuck with the crabs and shit. You know what I mean? But that little area right there, and that nigga DJ Donnie be up in that motherfucker rocking nigga.
Like a motherfucker.
You can hear that shit from this end of the slab all the way over there, nigga. I'm talking about this is live, bro.
Yeah. And
this is live.
In summertime, it's like that every day.
Every day. It's cars parked up in that.
Every fucking night. And then you got to understand, too, back then, if we didn't have a boys club dance to go do, we was at High Alco.
Yep.
We wasn't at High Alco, was at the motherfucking TCR.
TCR.
And the shit used to go down there, too. I'm talking about niggas break dancing, niggas still on the mic rapping.
Everything,
bro. And then it turns out to niggas from this side of town, from that side of town, battling that night. It's gonna be a fight. You already know it's going down, and that's the way it was.
Say, I want to take y'all. I ain't gonna go too far back.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna take y'all something. When it comes to the West Side, niggas screaming West Side, y'all owe it to this man. Y'all owe it, when niggas say West Side, y'all owe it to this man, bro. Because it used to be a club called Oz. We in Oz and shit. This man Baron, this nigga in Wimp.
Where's Oz at? You guys put us there. Put us there.
You know where the HEB is at on Weber?
On Weber. Yeah.
On Weber.
Yeah.
Across the street.
Where the bingo hall is.
Yeah.
That was Oz.
Oh shit. That big ass.
Oz.
Damn.
Nigga, we in there dancing and shit. Jeff on his shit. Jeff on his shit being Jeff. You know what I'm saying? Me and Barrett right there. Jeff and Willis right there. Jeff on his shit. Nigga, we done got into it. Not like, nigga, fuck you, but nigga, okay. We gonna go outside, nigga.
Yeah, we gonna do this.
We gonna do this shit. You know what I'm saying? So me and Barrett rapped against Winston
yeah.
Nigga, this was the livest battle ever to go down in Corpus Christi, dog. I don't care what nobody say. If there was two niggas, if there was groups that was going to each other today, this motherfucking battle was set in stone, my nigga.
Real, for real.
But that shit was so motherfucking hype. Shit started going bad out there, nigga. Niggas was pulling up with guns, and they shit on the top of their roof. And shit like this. Nigga, this nigga screamed West Side. Swear on my mama, to then we were cross town niggas. On my mama, I'm put it on God. On God, I screamed North Side. And that's how we got separated. That's how East Side got their name.
Exactly.
But when niggas scream West Side, they throw up the dub, you gotta give it to this man. Cause he said that shit. Nigga, West Side. West Side. I'm like, nigga, North Side.
The niggas started coming back in.
North Side. And that's how that shit started. That night at that battle, bro.
Exactly. Yes, sir. West Side,
that night at
North
that.
Side.
So when the niggas say that shit, bro, you owe it to us.
Exactly.
You got to give it to me and this nigga right here, bro.
He ain't lying.
Because we started that shit that night, dog. You goddamn right. I won't do nothing without this nigga, man. You fuck with a nigga with his song. We gonna get out of line.
You damn right.
We started that shit that night, bro. Swear to God.
And how deep the beef was, bro, you would never expect for niggas to be sitting like this.
That's how, man. Look, that shit almost went crazy that night, man. Yeah,
Hey,
you know what? Because no matter what it was, nigga, I used to sleep under the bed at their house. So it'll go back to that.
Exactly.
I would be there at their house, my nigga.
Yes, sir.
So no matter whatever we was feeling at that time, for Creon, I got to go back to that.
Yeah.
You know, that's my nigga, dog. That nigga was tripping that night. But this my nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to go back to that.
Yeah.
Even before the rapping, to the breakdance and shit, when I first met them niggas, man, a nigga was treated with open arms. Them niggas used to have to come in. I couldn't go nowhere.
We had to sneak.
I could barely get off the porch, nigga.
After that night, man, when y'all leave up, man, were y'all laughing about it or what?
To us, it never was nothing.
It was nothing. That's just normal. That was normal shit.
It's a normal shit.
Because you know what? When we used to go to High Alco, and the West Side niggas walk in there, North Side niggas in there, and niggas break dance. I remember when that time with Maurice's windmill, that nigga Patrick Bell fit through that chair, that iron chair. Maurice hit that motherfucker. Started a ride in that bitch.
God damn.
Yeah, started a ride in that bitch. Yeah. Oh, we started a bunch of rides.
Oh, it was always some shit. You can guarantee you some shit after whatever dance was going on.
What was High Alco? What was that?
High Alco was
it's right there north side. You know what I'm saying? Right.
It's around the corner, like where the old bus station used to be.
But the old bus station, like you know where they had the what's the name? The bus station right there on Staples right there.
Yeah.
The original bus station was the north side.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, all the buses parked, everything.
all those
What?
Yeah, where you park, by the way.
It's
What is that?
by what you call it, motherfucker? Right there, right there in the area by what is it? What's the name?
The Ovill Williams.
Yeah. Right there, bro. Was when you coming down that hill, not New Oasis, but when you coming down that hill, right there, down the hill part, that was the whole city bus station right there, bro.
Yeah,
Niggas used to ride their bikes up in there, put air in their tank. I mean, put air in their motherfucking bikes. They going about our business, man. You go in there, put air in your bike.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was the bus station, bro.
Yeah. And High Alco was like right from there.
High Alco is right across the street from the funeral home.
Okay.
On north side.
Already.
Yeah, that was the High Alco.
Yeah.
It was Bethune Nursery. It was called High Alco, but they had Bethune Nursery and all that stuff right there.
Already.
Yeah.
That's where Renard Jackson used to teach karate.
Oh,
You
shit,
know what I'm saying? Karate there. That's where Renard Jackson taught karate.
Yes, sir.
You go in there and get your ass whooped.
Whoop
boy.
like a motherfucker.
Go in there and get your ass whooped
Yeah.
fucking with them monsters, man.
Yeah, man.
Terry Emmy said across from Bigger Burger. What was Bigger Burger? I think I heard of that place.
Bigger Burger. Exactly, across from Bigger Burger. It was the coldest. It was the coldest burger spot in the city, my nigga.
They get you a good old greasy ass hamburger.
Look, I'm telling you, I ain't telling you,
Man.
Whataburger ain't have nothing on Bigger Burger.
For real.
Were they from North
Yeah, there was some Mexican people.
Hey,
There was some Mexican people,
Yes,
man.
sir.
You go in that bitch and eat. Look,
Like a motherfucker, the
my
burger
nigga.
big.
Say, look, bro. Bigger Burger was that motherfucking burger was so big, nigga. Me and Warren used to go that bitch, split that bitch down the middle, nigga. You nigga fried everything, nigga. We full.
Cause they give you a basket full of fries, and the burger sitting on that motherfucker.
Man, that burger about that motherfucking big, nigga. About that motherfucking hot, nigga. Man, look, man. That bitch was lit, man. That bitch
For real.
Bigger Burger was lit, bro. That was the spot, man.
And then, I mean, like I said, we always had something to do, man. And us doing that type of shit that we're doing, especially when you go down on the cut, when you going down on we call the slab, but when you go down on the cut and motherfuckers calling your name and shit, we used to perform at Creasy's.
Yeah.
And was the one right around the corner for Creasy, man.
Players Club.
So what is considered the cut? Is that like right there by the stove and all that, like the hill stove? Like
the hill stove. That's the hill stove.
Okay.
You have to go you have to go through north side where the streets was.
Okay.
That's the cuts.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Where the Longshoreman Hall, where Creasy's was, the Cotton Club.
Oh, okay. I know you're talking about. I know you're talking about.
It's down South Staples.
Yeah.
You go down South Staples.
You go down South Staples, go all the way.
North Staples.
Yeah, North Staples. Yeah,
North
you go
Staples.
Where all the clubs used to be back in the day. Yeah.
Like where Mayflower and shit is. Yeah, when you cut up in there, when you turn, I thought that. Yeah, when you get right there, you take that motherfucker right, go down that much, you on the cut.
You on the cut. Yeah.
It's going down.
It is going down. It's going down. You're gonna see real pimps.
Yep,
exactly. And Cadillacs and everything.
All that
shit. You'll see. This why. Yeah, Chapito. That's my street. That's why, nigga. For years, nigga. I'm talking about for years, nigga. I wore a perm, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I wore finger waves, nigga. I'm telling you something for real. I wore finger waves, nigga. Shit.
Yeah, that's how I've seen him before. He posted it back in the day.
Look, nigga. I used used to go to Gold. You know how you see Easy them with Rolling?
Yeah.
Nigga, I used to go to school like that. I'm on my way to elementary, nigga, with big peak roll curlers in my head, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how the nigga was out there.
My brother was a pimp. I want to be like that nigga.
Yeah, that's real
And
tough.
you know what though? When I cruise by over there, there's these two men still on that street. These two black old men.
Oh yeah, because they probably can't give it up, man. There's spots out there, man, and it's crazy that they did what they did to the city on that side of town because all that shit there, man.
It was culture.
Yeah, man, for real.
It was culture, bro.
Yeah, culture for real.
It was culture
for real.
So the cuts was like where all like the prostitution and shit was going down.
Everything.
The crack and all that shit already.
Whatever the fuck.
It was before crack, nigga. I'm talking about heroin, nigga.
Yeah.
I remember watching the news back in the day, like over there on the cuts.
Joe Gacy be talking about
Look. They had a club up there called what was that bitch called? I can't think of the name of it, man. Something.
All that building right
We got some people that's tuned in. If y'all remember the name of the club, y'all let us know,
All
man.
that building right there.
Touch of Class.
Already.
We call it Touch of Class. Tina Turner performed up in there, man. You know what I'm saying? Just back in my mama and them day, all the blues singers and shit like that, they used to come to the Touch of Class and perform, man.
Exactly.
Yo, I'm young nigga. I'm a
BB
whippersnapper.
King.
BB King, all that. They perform at the Touch of Class, man.
That building, when you pass the Mayflower and it kind of turns like that, right before you get to the railroad tracks, there's a two-story building.
Yeah, that was Creasy's. Green and white.
Yeah,
that was my godparents.
Oh,
I was adopted.
Were you?
They fought for me. They tried to adopt me in court, but the people who used to babysit me got custody of me. So they became my godparents. Yeah, man.
Yeah. We used to go to Crease and get
Shit.
them up
Was that
from
big
Wild
sexy
Island
that's in
Road.
the comments? He said, Creole, tell him your nickname or that.
Oh, Papa Smurf? yeah, Papa Smurf. They called me that for a long time.
Yes, sir.
They called me Papa Smurf, man. I've been through some names. Big Sexy gave me that name, man. I ain't gonna lie, I used to like it when them girls used to call me Papa Smurf. Now you feel like somebody. Like, for real. Now you feel like somebody, man. Real shit. Papa Smurf,
Man, Jim, let's get back into the incarcerated dollars, okay? Because y'all actually did drop a vinyl. Y'all didn't drop it on cassette or CD or nothing, just a vinyl. Was that like did y'all do like a release party or was there an actual release date? Did y'all go to the actual actual music store and buy a copy of it?
No, bro, what it was. I'll tell you, like when we got through with that EP, I woke up one morning because I'm back at home in Corpus.
Okay.
And I woke up one morning and I opened my mom's door. It was stacks and stacks of boxes. And like I had to actually come out the garage door and start breaking these boxes down. Man, what the fuck is this shit? So this nigga Preston though came all the way from Houston and dropped off these motherfucking big ass cases of motherfucking full of records. Then I called him, I said, man, Preston, what the hell I'm supposed to do with these boxes, man? He said, nigga, take your ass, what was it?
Was it the go around?
It was a go around and it was the other one too. Well, damn.
Craig's Record Factory?
Craig's Record Factory.
That's what it was.
He said, go to Craig's. He said, and sell the motherfuckers on consignment. I said, what the fuck are you talking? He said, just listen to me now. He said, go on that motherfucker. He said, tell the motherfucker you want to sell these motherfuckers on consignment, they're going to give you a sheet. They give you a sheet, fill that the motherfucker out, you give it back to them. Every record that they sell, you put your price on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
He said, at least try to get $7 off of them, let them put the $3 on it, you sell them for 10.
Already.
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, nigga, I don't know this shit, you know?
Yeah.
So I like shit. And at that time, Dragon just had a baby. So Dragon like, say, man, we either got to do something with this music, I'm going to join the military.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, come on, Dragon, man, can't do this right now. I got all these fucking net records, what we gonna do? That nigga, so I like, man. So I said, fuck it. The next day I got up, man, I went to Craig's Music Factory. It was one in the mall. I went there and I went to, what's the one you said?
The go around.
Let's go around.
I went to both of them. And this go around was like, okay, we'll take your bid for like $5.
Already.
I like, fuck it, take it. So I signed that. Then I went to Craig's. And Craig's like, yeah, man, for $7. He said, fuck yeah, because they heard it. And I had to give them one for, listening to it.
Already.
And that's where that shit took off at and stuff like that. And then next thing you know, niggas was calling and say, man, I need one of them motherfucking cases of motherfucking thing. So it reached all the way to Tennessee.
Damn.
So, but the thing that we never did get a chance to go perform in Tennessee. And so,
and that wasn't even like the actual record. That was just like almost like a sampler, you would call it, to see already.
Because we still had 10 other songs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hell yeah.
So when Dragon went to the military, that kind of put everything on freeze mode. And I was like, fuck, what the fuck am I going to do now? And I stayed with DEFCON 2. Then I said, Maurice like, nigga, you still can do this shit. Yeah. Man, we going to keep you going. And that's when we started riding with like 15, 20 niggas deep. And my cousin them, they used to come from Austin. And they used to perform at the West Auditorium.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we was opening night for them. That was called the Renegade Posse.
Okay.
And we used to open up for them every time they came down. They come down like 2 times in the summer.
Already.
And the auditorium started getting bigger and bigger. So we started growing our name from there. And so we already had the niggas, coming from Kingsville and shit that was representing niggas.
So Def 2 Con basically goes from a 3-man team to basically you and
just me.
But then you still got, like you say, about 14, 15 other dudes that's just backing you?
Nah, them niggas just on stage. them niggas just on stage. Them niggas like props.
Already.
Yeah.
So you're just basically performing the record without dragging. Already.
Yeah. And then that shit started getting frustrating. And then I hit a nerve where I started paying attention to what was going on in the world. So I went straight militant. That's when I came with BOU, Brothers on the Uprise.
Okay.
And when I did that, I started making a bunch of militant songs, which a lot of people, I made a song called Only Those Who Knows Could Groove to This, because a lot of people wasn't trying to hear that. They trying to hear the street shit. Yeah. That's when these niggas came back out. These niggas came back, they started flooding the street with all the street shit but they wasn't doing nothing but talking what they was doing.
And you were still trying to be on like the militant type already.
Oh man, Public Enemy, X-Clan, Eric B and Rakim. Goddamn.
To this day, I still got that X-Clan.
No shit.
That X-Clan nigga, because that was my favorite group.
Yeah,
that was my favorite
them
group.
Niggas was close.
I still, because them niggas used to spit that real woke knowledge shit over funk beats, over nothing but funk. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Them niggas was live. I still got the cassette tape. You fold that bitch out, and it's still like the Last Supper. You know what I'm saying? This is in the 80s, bro.
Yes, sir.
They posted up like it's the Last Supper, bro.
Yes, sir.
But it's nothing but black people. You know what I'm saying?
And then of course Eric B and Rakim, and shit, man, them niggas, and I mean it was a lot of niggas that was back there. They was talking that positive shit and things like that, and that's what I started doing here in the South. But niggas from there, they wasn't trying to hear it. A lot of people wasn't, but when I got to Houston and I recorded it, and that's when I met, that's when I met Joseph McVeigh. I know who that is. Huh?
So you end up going back to Houston a couple of years later after the Def 2
record again.
Okay.
Yeah, I went back up there because
you were familiar with that? Was it the same studio and stuff?
Huh?
Was it the same studio that you went to, or you just?
Oh no. So actually, my brother, Maurice's wife, my sister-in-law, I was going through some family things, because what slowed me down a lot was always me having a child.
Okay.
When I had my first child, it pumped my brakes and made me realize, hey, man, you either going to be a dad, you're going to hit the road, or what you're going to do.
Oh, really?
And then I kind of slowed up, and then I started getting back into it. Then being the person I was with at the time, we got into it deep.
Oh, really?
Where I had to get up out of there, and I was losing my mind. I got my first child with this woman, so I'm tripping now. And then me reflecting off of my issues that I'm dealing with at home, my sister-in-law came in town. My brother was up there in Canada. Maurice was in Canada at the time. And that right there kind of threw me for a loop too. My brother gone, I'm here alone. What the fuck am I gonna do? So my sister-in-law, she was like, at the time, well, she was his fiance at the time. She said, "I'm gonna take you to Houston with me." I'm like, what? She said, "I'm gonna introduce you to some people. I'm gonna take care of you. Don't worry, you need to get away from this environment." So she took me up under her wings. We went to Houston, and I was staying with her and her aunt for a little bit. And she said, "I'm in the studio and stuff." And she said, "I'm gonna introduce you to Kiki and Churchill." I'm like, "Kiki and Churchill? Who the fuck?" She said, "They the ones that they the record label that Street Military is with." I like, okay, no shit. All right, so the day I was going to the studio, I already met with Icy Hot. He already had my beat dropped and everything. So the day I was going to go up there to record with him, them niggas getting raided.
Keith Babbins in them.
Yeah, the niggas got raided. Yeah. The niggas got raided. The day I was going up there.
The feds got them niggas. It was a Juneteenth party. Keith Babbins threw a Juneteenth party, and the feds raided them that same day at the party.
Yes, sir. And I was getting ready, because we was getting ready to go in the studio. And the niggas got raided, man. Stopped everything, put everything on the freeze pause.
Damn.
So she introduced me to this guy named Pee Wee, and he had Bound Records, ex-Bound Records.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and then when I met Pee Wee, and that's when I met a Gangsta Nip cousin, and Mikey. Mikey was, he was good and shit. They was trying to make Mikey the big dude on the label that I was getting ready to sign with. And Mikey was like, "Shit, man, Jeff, I feel your style, my nigga." He said, "You the only nigga that I know from Corpus that represent Corpus." He said, "Most niggas from Corpus claim that they from Houston." I said,
"You not lying?"
Because we know where that goes back to. We ain't got to mention it.
I said, I can't do nothing but be who I am. You know this why? He said, "But for a nigga from down that nigga, we think y'all niggas still ride horses." I like, nigga, y'all got more horses out here in the way, up on the side of the freeway. Nigga, we got it. What are you talking? So make a long story longer, man. I almost signed with X-Bound. They tried to put me on the back burner. I got frustrated. And I met my producers, Troy and Sean, because they was in the same meeting we was in. Because they used to have galas and shit. And the first gala that I went to was with Silver Flowers. Yeah, Seafood.
Yeah.
Because he was actually, Seafood took on to being my manager at one time, and that's how I met UGK. I met them niggas in the studio. They was just now coming with a Pocket Full of Stones.
Damn.
Yeah, they was recording at Bernie Shitaro studio. We went there.
Shitaro.
And Shitaro's like, "Man, I'm gonna let y'all hear something. Don't y'all leak this out to nobody, because these guys here, they getting ready to be the shits on the streets." And then he played that motherfucker, man, got a pocket full of stones. We was in that bitch. I looked at motherfucker, I looked at Silman, I was like, my nigga. Nigga, and at the time, tracks was gone. So I'm like, man, well, I'm gonna get some fucking music from you.
Yeah, I'm gonna top this shit, nigga. Hell yeah. Back to the drawing board we go.
Hey, man, I was like, wow. And then, like I said, it was a blessing when I met Troy and Sean, because at that time, that's when I became BOU, Brothers on the Uprise. And that nigga Troy was like, "Shit, my nigga, them niggas from motherfucking, he said they from, damn, boy, I'm having the brain freeze right now, man. UGK from
Port Arthur.
Port Arthur. He said, "Man, them niggas from Port Arthur, nigga, you in H-Town, nigga, we got you." And so when they was saying that shit so happened, I like, man, who that in there playing that music like that? Because them niggas was my producers now. So I like, man, who playing that shit, man? That nigga Joseph McVeigh was in there dropping his own beat. And they got the singing and humming and got the I like, man, what the fuck? That nigga there, who that nigga?
And this is early Zero.
Early Zero. I was like,
probably before that shit.
Oh man, way before that shit. Way before that shit.
Yeah.
He ain't did nothing yet. Nothing yet.
He was like honing his shit at that time.
At that time, my nigga.
He was just because like back then, it was called like artist development.
Yep.
Your ass might be in artist development about 2 years.
2 years, yes, sir. Before you
know
drop.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
You just honing your skills. You know what I'm saying? Perfecting your craft.
Hey, man.
And you ain't even officially in artist development, but you in your own artist development
Right,
because
exactly.
you know yourself. You ain't ready yet. It ain't like motherfuckers just go buy some equipment, write a song, rap it, and now they dropping it nowadays.
All that shit changed, man.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
in front of my eyes. So I'm watching all this shit evolve, you know, and I'm watching, you know, when you see shit go from vinyl to ADAC to CD.
To cassette to CD.
Yeah, from
yeah.
cassette all the way up to CD. That right there is a major change that you got to make adjustment to for everything, man.
That was a quick change though too, because ADAT and all that shit, cassettes came out right after that, right?
Actually, it was cassettes. Actually, it was the 8-track.
Yeah.
Then it went from 8-tracks to cassettes. Then after cassettes went from cassettes to reel and ADATs.
Okay.
And then when you got your ADAT, what made them do away with the ADATs? Because if you perform with the ADAT and the bass is hit too hard on the stage, that's why they started setting the DJ up too high.
Yeah.
Because if the bass hit too hard, the ADAT gonna skip. Yeah, it'll skip a whole fucking song. You know, on the next jam.
God
Yeah,
damn.
so that's what banned at the ADAT, so they went to CD.
Yeah. I got one question about the incarcerated knowledge, then we can move on to keep on with the Houston story. Whenever all them records were dropped off to your mom's house, was homeboy like, hey, you owe me 10 racks, or was you ever in debt to that label for putting out that project
Oh
for
no,
y'all?
that's still my nigga, man. Call
Okay.
my nigga right now today, man.
Already.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Already.
Yeah, Preston is a good man, man.
Already.
Yeah, Byron Preston, man. Much love to you, bro. Love you, man.
For sure.
Real
So
talk.
on your second Houston run, does anything musically come out of that second Houston run? You say working with like X-Bam and stuff like that?
Yeah, I came out. That's when I came out with my. I did an album, man. That's a story within itself because I ended up leaving X-Bam, then me and Troy. It was me, Troy, and Sean. Zero was already gone out the city.
What was their label? Troy and Sean's label?
Oh, they just producing.
Okay,
They was
alright.
called, damn, what was the nigga's name, man? They the one that came down when we did that Scarface show at the club that night. Yeah, that was my niggas there. That was Troy. I forgot the name of the little clique that. Well, it was just them two. They was brothers.
Already.
Yeah, them niggas used to take turns on the keyboard. One motherfucker drop something, and then the other, he'd be like, man, I'm tired, nigga. The other one just take up right where he left off from. So that's why when I heard UGK and them shit the first time,
Yeah.
the nigga was like, shit, my nigga, we got something for your ass. And then I heard Zero doing what he was doing, and that's what made us break off from X-Bound. We like, man, fuck, we don't need X-Bound, my nigga. We need to find her. And that nigga Troy, he was just riding up and down there because we was off Fondren and Gessner and Fondren. And it was a big ass building, man. And up in there they had X-Bound was down here. Axe Records was like 2 stories up over X-Bound. And that nigga Troy said, man, I found a label. I said, what? He said, man, you and Sean, come on. So we went over there, we talked to Mr. Atchison. And he was thirsty. He was thirsty to sign the niggas. He like say, man, I got this contract for y'all, man. He said, first, I got to hear what y'all do. And that's when I came up with the song called Who Dissing the Power. That's when I, talking down on the government type of shit. And a niggas like, I like that. That's unique. Nigga, you ain't sound like these other niggas out here on the street.
This was a black man?
Yeah. Old black dude. Yeah. So he was like, I like that, man. He said, shit, you got another one? I like, yeah. That's when I came up with a song called Can't Fade to Black. And then that right there was the one that took him over. He like, man, we got to promote that one right there, man. Can't Fade to Black. That right there's the shit. And he made sure I did that shit. And I put those 2 out as singles, and they went over and they went out and shit. And then they put me in the Houston Chronicle. I had the damn newspaper too, man. I couldn't find it to come up here.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. They put me in the Houston Chronicle. I was on the front page. That's when I had my little X hat, like the. I was wearing the red, black, and green, like X Clan.
Yeah.
I had the bees on, yeah. And I had a cane and shit. And I had my cane and everything, man. And that right there took off, man. And what stopped that shit was when I finished the album, I did 12 songs and shit on that. And that's what like, say, man, I got a couple of interviews you got to do and this and that and all that. And I'm like, well, shit, miss that. He said, you're under contract, son. I got you. Then that's when I started feeling the threats.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, I got you. You under contract. You got to be there at these shows. You got to, wherever I tell you to go, you got to be there. He said, I sue your ass. I like, oh, I get the tripping on this nigga now. I'm like, okay, so I'm talking to Troy and Sean because they had an album they was working on.
Under him too?
Yeah, under him too.
Okay.
We all signed with him. And Troy was like, shit, my nigga, if he doing that to you, he gonna do that to us. And then, but he cheered me up because I walked in his office one day. He said, look what I got, my nigga, I got your banner. He had a big ass banner. That motherfuckers had like a fist. Trash drew the art for me. Yeah, the graphic for me. It was a fist breaking out of the United States, but at the bottom of Texas.
Yeah.
It was a fist and it was a ray that came up and the fist stood up over the ray and it said, brothers on the uprise on that bitch. He said, look what I got behind me, nigga. I got your motherfucking CDs. I got whatever you want. He said, but you're going to have to make a decision. You want to, he said, he had me an interview. I did the first interview. I did it with 97.9 The Box, but I didn't mind doing it because my boy D Solo, Rodney Glenn cousin, he was working in there. And I did the interview with them. And then he said, he got another interview, man, it's going to be out there in Shreveport. I'm like, man, what the fuck is a Shreveport? I don't know what the fuck, what you say? He said, do you want to do it? I can let Troy and Sean go, what you going to do? And then at that time, I just had Marquis, my oldest son.
Already.
He said, I know you had your baby, and I know you got a lot on your mind. What you want to do? You want to take the deal and run, or you going to go home? You want to go home? See, I said, man, I just had my baby, man. That nigga getting ready to be 1 year old. He's getting ready to be 2. They getting ready to be 2 years old, man. I got to get back home to my son, man. I said, at least let me do that for a week after I come back.
Yeah.
He said, now we're on the timeline. He said, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Troy and Sean on you, put you on the back burner. You go home and spend time with your family then. I like, all right, cool. So I went back home. And I was with Marquis. Well, this crazy, stupid. Can't make this shit up. I drive all the way from Houston. The night that I drive back from Houston, Marquis at my mom's house. I like, say, mama, let him sleep with me. And, you know, she said, when you get home? It was like about 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I said, shit, mom. She said, you need to stop riding around at night like that on top. She gave me the whole lecture, but I grabbed my son, put him in the bed with me. Around 6:30, man, I wake up, my son gone. Hey, what the fuck? The nigga get up and walk. So I'm looking for him, and like I went to my mom's room, she not there. So I went to the living room, she crying at the door. Now this the night that I can't decide to come home to my baby. I get to the door, she crying. I said, Mama, what's wrong? She said, she done took your baby to New York. I said, what the fuck? I said, I gave him my rap career to come home to this shit?
Yeah.
Like, wow. So I called that. Now, he got a bone to pick with me. Told you, nigga. Told you, nigga. You made your choice. Troy and Sean on the top level. This and that. While he talking shit to me, Troy and Sean calling me talking shit about him. Say, Jeff, we got to get this nigga, man. This nigga, woo. Like, oh, no,
he working the shit out there.
So come to find out, and this is how Javo came in the picture.
Okay.
Yeah, so Troy and Sean said, come up here, when can you make it? I said, man, my son gone, I ain't got nothing to lose, nigga. He said, well, let's go in there and take this nigga office out, my nigga. So we went in there, my dumb ass.
The very next day, you drive right back to Houston?
I drive back to Houston. No, not the very next day. It took me 3 days. I had to prepare. I'm preparing in my mind. I'm premeditating every damn thing. All right. We gonna get this nigga. How we gonna get him? If we gonna get him physically, or we gonna do something to his shit. So we go. So I'm premeditating. I said, man, I know what we can do. Let's go up in that nigga office, man. Just trash his ass. And nigga Sean said, nah, nigga, we got something better than that. And nigga left. Like, what? Yeah, because they was running the studio. Yeah. They the producers of the studio now. So we go up in that motherfucker. My dumb ass, first thing I do is rip my banner down.
Oh, man.
Get the motherfucker cut. Dumb ass, take the shit. Don't rip the shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah, we thrashing everything in that nigga office. Going live with it. We leave that motherfucker. And then that's when we did that show with UGK, when UGK came down there. And I ain't gonna lie, Ricky Bailey and Maestro, they was 12 years old. I took them to that show. Ricky got his first motherfucking table dance off of Luke Skywalker. Dancer was there with R.P. Cola that night.
Was it Choice? Not Choice. I think Choice was there. Choice was there that night.
Choice was there. Yeah. And they gave and that's when I introduced Maestro and King Rich to the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, them niggas was young. They was backstage with me and shit. And when I did that show, that's when I met Javo, because y'all performed like you said. Y'all opened up. Y'all was right before the feature.
Yeah. Damn, so you met Javo that night?
Yeah, I met
Bro,
Javo
that's
that
crazy
night.
how all this shit is like.
Because Javo was like, everywhere I go, you on the motherfucking show. Who the fuck are you? I said, I'm Jay Def, nigga. Actually, that's when I changed my. Yeah, I was Jay Def the whole time. Like, man, I'm Jay Def, man, Joe. He like, man. He said, you heard the Northside Bomb Squad? I said, man, Daddy. I said, Daddy Creed, that's my nigga, my nigga. I said, yeah, him and Richard, them niggas going, because we did. There was a Yellow Rose at that time. It wasn't, it was Yellow Rose, not Hypnotic at that time.
Yeah.
And then Javo like, well, shit, man. He said, I got another show coming up. You want to get on the card? I like, hell yeah. What is it? So me being loyal, I call Latch. Say, bro, I'm gonna do a show, man. Dude got a show for me to do down here in Corpus, man. Nigga, you can't do shit. I said, what? He said, no, you can't do shit. He said, mind you now, I got your name on the dotted line. He said, if your ass do anything, nigga, you get the job at HEB, I'm gonna sue your ass. Now take your damn check from you and your family.
This is after y'all done trashed this shit?
Yeah, after we done trashed this shit, so this nigga hot. So
y'all didn't get no repercussions from trashing this shit besides some ugly phone calls?
Say, man, none of that. Because the nigga knew he was in the wrong. He was a Mason. He wasn't a Mason ass nigga.
Okay.
Yeah, so he threatened me all different kind of ways, and Javo heard me on the phone. Javo said, man, give me the goddamn phone, Jeff.
Damn.
I gave Javo the phone. Javo said, look here, motherfucker. I'm his fucking attorney. So Javo got to tell him a whole bunch of bullshit. Started throwing the threat back at him. Javo saying, you know what? Send me a motherfucking copy of his fucking contract by the fucking tomorrow. If not, your contract non-void. Listen to Javo. So Javo eating his ass up.
Yeah.
Javo hung up with him and say, bro, you're going to be on the show.
Say, Javo was good, dog.
Hey,
that nigga say, man.
Bad as motherfucker.
That nigga, when we got on that show, I'm talking about this is the day of the show. Like it's we got to be on stage like, you know, it's 4 hours.
He said the Sex Fiends performed also too.
Yeah, Sex Fiends. Yeah.
Hey ho, I'm talking about hey ho.
My boy Ray Fields. Ray Fields and Tiny.
That nigga Javo went there and say, man, I got a group, yada yada. Old boy was like, nah, man, we already got you. He's like, nah, man, just listen to it. That nigga put that tape in. He said, okay, they gonna be going second to last. They was going second to last.
Hey, them
niggas was the feature.
And them niggas killed it. I'm
talking about, say, man, we had that bitch crunk.
Packed house like a motherfucker.
We had that bitch crunk. Look,
rocking the shit out there.
We backstage full of that irk and jerk, nigga. Me and Richard and Yala, we full of that irk and jerk, nigga. We come out, nigga. I was, oh shit,
hey,
nigga, because it was packed from the front to the back of that bitch.
Yeah.
I say, yeah.
With no tables, with nothing. This is Yellow Rose.
Yeah.
Just a big ass dance floor. A stage on the floor.
We rocked that bitch,
rocked the
bro.
shit out that bitch,
bro.
My nigga.
We rocked that bitch. Javo a fool. He had these motherfucking. He made us some little like passes and shit. Like that nigga made us some passes.
Some backstage passes.
Then he made us some motherfuckers off the computer. Right. This nigga drew us. You know what I'm saying? And had it like.
Yeah.
Nigga, this nigga like literally drew us. Yeah. Literally drew us and was passing these copies out. You know what I'm saying? These Xerox copies out. People like, can we get y'all autograph?
Yeah.
We get y'all autograph. I'm like, what?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Every female that put my phone number on that bitch. Every female that wanted I put my phone on your call that number right there. Then we here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was lit.
Back, man.
That shit was lit,
Northside Bomb Squad, man. The boy,
Cause nigga was like really when they got in all that trouble, beating them, got in all that trouble. We was really like on a hiatus, man, for a little while, man. We went like on a 2-year non-active what's name? Yeah. Almost 3 years, man.
And I was the only one making noise.
Yeah,
and then when them niggas came, when them niggas jumped on it, man.
That's when you came back with Richard out of Alabama?
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah, man. With Richard, man. And then that's when, like I said, my sister-in-law, she took control over my career then. And she was like, how would you like to do a show with Scarface? I said, what? She said, yeah, I could take him to Corpus, because she used to do the paperwork for Rap A Lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. And, you know, Jay Prince and the other niggas, Big Chief.
Big Chief, yeah.
Yeah, Big Chief, they used to come over there to the crib and shit. And I'm laying down in the middle of the floor, the niggas stepping on me with her. They going to do some work and shit. And she said, yeah, I can get Scarface down there Corpus, man. And you ready? I like, shit, since you gonna do it. And shit, she hooked it up. Creed them got on the show. Like I said, that's what I see them niggas, man.
And this is like early 90s?
Yeah, early 90s, man, yeah.
This like 93.
Yeah, because it was still what? Skylight Cocktails?
Yeah, still Cocktails.
And then, cocktails. And we had...
like 93.
And we had, when we went to set up, we did sound check and shit.
Where was this at?
It was at Skylight.
Skylight.
Yeah, it was at Skylight. Over there, it was Dallas Club.
On Parkdale Plaza?
Yeah, Parkdale Plaza.
Already.
Yeah. And then it was Skylight.
Already.
Yeah. And like I said, my boy Rich and them, they was a general manager.
Already.
Yeah, so niggas always got their way up in that motherfucker. And she set it up, bro, and that's when me and Mello, we was in cahoots together. That nigga Mello came down with Face.
Damn.
That nigga came down in that purple whip. That nigga was down, coming down that bitch. That nigga was banging like a motherfucker. Everybody was tripping. Yeah, he was. Yeah, that nigga was poked out and everything.
Damn.
Yeah, that was like the first time niggas seen this shit.
A slab.
Yeah,
already.
Slab
Yeah.
Yeah, that nigga, man, long purple
that bitch
motherfucker.
Was clean too, bro. That bitch was clean because before the day of that show, Javo took us to. Now I remember where it said, when you going down, what's okay? You on Santa Fe? What's the main street over? Alameda.
Yeah.
Alameda. When you're going down Alameda, you know where they building that new coffee shop and shit at on Alameda?
Right here on Texan?
Yeah.
By Whataburger?
Yeah. You know, like in that back part right there, they got them cubicle-like places. Like
Yeah.
Well, it used to be a record store right there. That's where Mr. Louis was right there.
Right.
It used to be a record store back there. So we off in there. Remember that day? We all off in there doing interviews and shit like that, or just chopping up. And Big Mello came through that bitch. This is the first time I listened. I done seen videos and stuff, but this is the first time I get to meet him. Big ass. Purple slab parked out in the motherfucking front, nigga. Candy paint, nigga. We ain't never seen this shit down here in our life. You know what I'm saying?
On fold.
And we sitting there, we talking about, like, nigga, I just got out the motherfucking hospital, nigga. I was talking to Jesus. That nigga was talking to Jesus, like, yeah, nigga, I'm full of that goddamn dip, man. I'm full of that water and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the first time I'm like, nigga, boy, that nigga had us laughing like a motherfucker down.
Yeah.
Nigga, I remember that night, nigga, I had on all black Dickie suit, a crooked sack in my base, a 5-man back.
Yeah,
nigga,
man.
They let us in like that.
They let us in like that. That's what I was like, man, what the fuck? And Troy and Sean, we upstairs and shit. Scarface heard it because I was upstairs. I took pictures with my cousin. Got the picture. Come on, Renee, you got to give me the pictures, man, so I can have some proof of this shit. But either way it go, she took the picture. We was upstairs and shit. We toasted this shit, me and him toasted. That nigga heard them niggas. That nigga ran because he was upstairs. Skylight was like upstairs, downstairs. Them niggas on the main floor, jamming like a motherfucker. So me and Face, we run up to the damn balcony. We looking over the rest. These niggas out there with these bats, nigga, going live. I like, man, this goddamn North South Bomb Squad nigga. So Face was like, these niggas here killing it. So instead of me going after these niggas, Face like, I gotta go after them, man. For real. Like shit, because the crowd, I'm talking about, it was people standing on the bar, people still, they was all up the bed. Was and when Face did this shit, he was like, shit, man, I did my thing, so I'm like, this nigga ain't gonna even hear me rap. I'm the last nigga.
Face on at the time?
Huh?
What album was Face on at the time?
Let's see.
I think it was Mr. Scarface too. Like not the first Scarface. I think it was the second Scarface.
Second
Scarface.
Scarface. Yeah, it was on. Yeah, it was on the second.
Yeah,
he was hot.
Oh yeah, nigga.
Hell yeah, he was. Yeah,
That's like around South Central era. He probably had like Let Me Roll and all that shit, Street Life and all that shit.
He was my when I first heard Scarface, he immediately became my favorite rapper.
Yes, sir.
Immediately. I'm talking about immediately.
Yeah.
Just like that. When I first said Mr. Scarface coming down the block, nigga, I was sold, nigga.
Yeah, the second album, y'all right. He had the Mr. Scarface is back and the world is yours.
Yes, sir.
I was sold, boy. I was sold,
Yeah,
man. Could nobody tell me nothing about face? I ain't give a fuck about New York rap no more. I ain't give a fuck about Cali rap no more. I knew for a fact, nigga, that Texas. Nigga, this is where it's at. We do this shit.
Exactly.
You can tell me nothing about Scarface until that nigga Pac came out. And still, my struggle is between them two.
Right, exactly.
That's my struggle.
Did you know that Scarface was actually Pac's favorite rapper?
Yeah. He wasn't just Pac's favorite rapper. He was Benny Siegel's favorite rapper.
Man, Face a legend.
I don't know that because when they talk about the Pac thing,
he inspired him. He inspired him right there, mama.
Man, Face a legend within itself, man. And it was a blessing that we did that shit that night. Cause like I said, he heard them. He heard, yep. Now rush on that.
Did you get to perform?
Yeah, so I'm performing after Face. So people walking out the door. So I tell the DJ, I'm like, say, man, go to K Faith the Black. So he put that bitch on, the beat come on, it was just the beat and the hook. Boom. That nigga Face heard that shit. That nigga turned around, he walked back, and he stood up there at the on floor level. And everybody in the crowd started falling back in behind him. And they heard that motherfucker. We did K Faith the Black, and then I did I only did like 2.5 songs. I did K Faith the Black, then I came back with Who Dissing the Power. And Who Dissing the Power, just the beat make the whole flow rumble. And I was out there with Troy and Sean. That was my hype man. They taking up off every word that I was saying. Really, I didn't even have to rap because they knew my lyrics. So I'm just holding the mic and saying a few words to hold the mic. Them niggas going at it and shit. And everybody like, damn, them niggas like it. So when we walked outside, that nigga Mello was like, boy, look, nigga, I knew you could do it, nigga. I like Mello. He's like, nigga, go to the room, nigga. So make a long story short, see, like everybody I come in contact with to do some damn music with, my nigga, they end up dying. It's fucked up. Fucked up to say, my nigga. Fucked up to say, but that's what happens. And like I said, I was on my way to go talk. At the time when I was going to meet Selena, my boy Don Shelton was a backup dancer for Selena. Yeah. Only black dude in the crew.
Yep.
And he was my manager. Javo was my promoter. He was my manager. Yeah. And when
Black dude from the Astrodome?
Yeah, he comes out in the movie too.
That's Don Shelton. Yeah, that's my brother. That's my brother, bro. Yeah, I got pictures. With him. Yeah, Dwight Shelton. You know who we talking about, Dwight?
Yeah.
His brother. Yeah, Don is from here. Actually, Don is the one that wrote "Making My Baby."
People don't know. Before he got with Selena, him and his brother had a singing group.
Yeah, 3D.
Yeah, they had a singing group.
I used to be the dancer for them.
Damn.
Yeah, I used to be the dancer for them. That's how we opened up for two. That's how I opened up for Two Live Crew. Was with 3D.
Hold on, we can't skip over that. We gotta talk about that. Two Live Crew here in Corpus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I used to come down here on the regular, man. I used to go to club halls, the wave.
Cocktails.
Yeah.
Look.
More than once?
Huh?
Yeah.
Man, they used to be down here on the regular, man.
Damn near every year.
Every year they come down about 2 times a year.
Say man, they used to grab niggas out the crowd, man, put them hoes on the lane. I'm talking about, man. If you say Two Live Crew was really what they was about, bro.
And they would bring the Two Live Crew dancers with them and shit.
Yeah, they was really what they was about. I'm talking about sex right there on the fucking floor, nigga.
Real talk.
We're like, what?
Yes, sir.
Man, them niggas say Luke is a legend. Uncle Luke is a legend,
Luke is a legend for real.
Tell us about the time you opened up for him, man.
Actually, what it was, Don Shelton was Don Shelton, the Dawson
That's
twins.
what I mean, yeah, when you was with
Don.
Don.
With Don Shelton, the Dawson twins, John and Sean Dawson.
Yeah.
And my boy, Donnell Hosey. It was a 4-man group. And they used to like do shit like Boys to Men type of shit.
Already.
Yeah, and I was a backup dancer for him. So me dancing for him, the nigga was like, shit, man, we be getting tired out there and shit. I said, won't y'all take a break? Let me do one of my songs in the middle of it. They were like, no shit. I said, okay, all right. You do your dancing and shit, and then we're gonna take a break, gonna pass you the mic and you do your thing. So that's how I started getting my shine off of them.
Already.
Yeah, so I banged off of that, and then Don was like, shit. Then them niggas started breaking up a little bit. Yeah. Cause Sean moved to California, and John, I forgot where he went. I think he was in California too. They both moved. They left Don. Yeah. And Don was trying to, he started doing a little solo shit. Yeah. And then he started fucking around with Selena a little bit. But the dancers was 3D always fuck with Selena. Yeah. They the one that used to choreograph her dance steps.
Already,
damn. Yeah. And they choreographed the dance steps, so Don stayed intact with Selena. And Don was like, shit. And he used to go there and out with my brother Maurice.
Already.
And Don and Maurice was like best friends type of shit. And Don was like, say, bro, I manage you. I like, what? He said, nigga, I like what you're doing, man, but you got to stay real, Jeff. And he's like, I manage you. So he became my manager as well as Javo being my promoter.
Already.
And so Javo started taking me through certain doors, and Don was taking me through other doors. That's how I got the show at, I was the first artist that opened up at Concrete Street. Yeah. Actually, it was Ludacris. It was supposed to be in Javo, supposed to be in the headliner. It was Ludacris, Baby Bash, and it was like two more other groups besides them. And Jerry Latouf was the owner of Concrete Street. And RIP to my boy Jerry Latouf. He was gonna be my manager. He ended up dying. But anyway, that's another story. Hey, bro.
I'm glad I'm still here.
Hey, man. Hey, look, bro. Don't
take advantage of this.
Hey, man, your ass. Man, I'll stick to this rap shit.
Yeah, man, stick with it, bro, for real, man. Real talk. Yeah, Jerry Latouf, man, and I thank that man because, and really, that's how the WoodBoyz got formed.
That's what I wanted to ask too. That was one of my questions too. So, because I'm still trying to go like in chronological order too. So, the Don Shelton thing was like after Javo G. You got that whenever he was
Don
managing.
and Javo worked together for me.
Okay, already.
Yeah, they worked together for me.
But that was all after Def 2, after Def 2 right? Already.
I was BOU at that time.
Okay, already.
And then the way the WoodBoyz got started, we was in my mama's garage.
Okay.
And Trax was there, the only producer in town. We got this nigga, he dropping beats for, and my show had, where Rick actually had Johnny Moog come through. And it was Johnny Moog, Heavy Hands, and Eric Goss. And Eric Goss was like my little kinfolk, man.
Already.
Yeah, because the dad made sure me and Maurice stayed intact. Big Reggie. Yeah. So, and Third Coast, and then they came up in there. We all used to do music off in my mom's garage, and my show was like, shit, we gonna create our own record label. That's where Dead Broke come from.
Okay.
Yeah, we came up with the label Dead Broke and shit. My show said, shit, man, we gonna do this Dead Broke thing and make it happen, this and that. So while Dead Broke was just getting formed, that's when I had the bid to do the show at Concrete.
Okay.
And I was up there and I was talking to Jerry, me, Don, and Javo was in there. And Jerry Latouf was like, well, shit, Jeff, the stage pretty big. You gonna be out there by yourself? And Javo used to tell me, don't invite nobody on your show. Do them by yourself. Stop bringing an entourage, because I used to have niggas deep, you know. And
now that nigga did.
And them niggas deep started costing the people at the door, you know what I mean? Everybody can't come in for free. We'll let 5 of you motherfuckers in, but the rest of these, somebody got to pay something. So I was like, well, shit, man. I said, shit, Jerry, I said, man, I roll deep. I do roll deep. He said, nah. He said, won't you do something bigger than that? I said, like what? He said, won't you drive a car on stage with your crew?
What?
I like, whoa, drive a car on stage? I like, hell yeah, that'll work. So I'm excited, man. We was up, because we was in the office at Concrete Street. It was upstairs.
Yeah.
I like, man, what the fuck? I said, dog, I said, nigga, we gonna drive a car. I said, who car can we get though? I was thinking, so happened, we went back to Madrid. So we was off in the garage and shit. Trax was mixing the shit. Then I heard boom, boom coming down the street. My show says, shit, nigga, your nigga right there. Terry Amy came up.
Oh,
I
man.
said, goddamn. I said, T, I waved him down, you know. Terry, man, say, man, you want to go to the concert tonight? I said, nigga, you get in, my nigga. He said, for real? I said, bro, drive your car on stage. He like, no shit? I said, hell yeah. He said, let's do it. So we went to rehearsal that time.
Sound check type shit.
Yeah, sound check. Yeah, we went to sound check. And it is so crazy, though, because Baby Bad's supposed to be going on before us. And I didn't know that Jerry Latouf and Z95 was at the battle type of thing.
Oh,
so
shit.
I'm Jerry Latouf artist. Motherfucking Baby Bass is Z95 artist because that's who they was promoting at the time.
Already.
So we going in rehearsal, man. Terry driving the car on stage. The stage manager get mad. Wow, he was
managing Baby Bass a little bit.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, no Kanye's. Yeah, he was the manager. That's why that's how this all this shit got stuck. Yeah, so the stage manager, he come out there barking at me. You can't do that. We got explosive and this and that. You run over a wire. So me and him get ready to throw down. Like, nigga, fuck you, nigga. We
The owner done told me, nigga.
So yeah, I'm trying to tell you, but he ain't trying. So me and him, we get ready to fight. So Don was like, Jeff, I handle this shit. Sit your black ass down. Sit your ass over there in the corner, nigga. I handle this shit. You don't do no talking to nobody. I'm your manager. I'm like, man, what the fuck? I said, Don, fuck this motherfucker, nigga. We gonna fuck this nigga up. So, you know.
Joe was always on go, boy. I'm telling you, that nigga was always on
Trying
go.
to get at this motherfucker. So Don was like, Jeff, calm down. Settle down. I got you. Just get over there and I'm handling it. So let the time go on, bro. We got a chance to get, we went back upstairs, talked to Jerry. Jerry said, this is my show, that ain't Z95 show. I shut their ass down if I want to. So to make a long story short, Javo didn't show up. He was at the NBA All-Star game in Miami at the time, lying and shit. And they caught him on TV. Yeah, sitting up there front row and shit. So Jerry said that motherfucker owed me some money, break a contract with his ass right now, so he's not gonna show up tonight. So they asked Ludacris, could he do like almost 2 sets, like about an hour and a half. Ludacris said, I got you. And he said, so I'm gonna give you like about 15 minutes, Jeff. Your time went from 7 to 15. He said, you might do 20, I don't know yet. I said, oh, no shit. I said, okay. So when I got back home, I was like, shit, man. I said, Maestro, get Third Coast, get the WoodBoyz, because the original WoodBoyz back then, it was Antoine, Slow, and it was King Rich.
Okay.
Yeah, them was the original WoodBoyz. And they called me the founder. I get tattooed. They I finally get my WoodBoy tattoo. And nigga, you ain't no WoodBoy, nigga. You Dabba, nigga. We up under you, nigga. That's all like, nigga, I get tatted for nothing. But that's how, yeah, when we did that show right there, bought Third Coast and made Third Coast who they are. And it made the WoodBoyz stand out who they are, and that's how we got the recognition on what we was doing and shit. As for being a family clique thing, bringing everybody to the table, because every time I perform, they perform. But every time they perform, they ain't call me in on none of the damn.
So what happens at the show? We gonna get into the WoodBoyz not bad, but I'm still at the show. I'm still at Concrete Street. I'm still at Concrete Street. I'm sorry.
That will tell you like this. So we show up there that night. We all get there.
Sound check that came. Y'all done went back home. Now we getting dressed. Terry Amy already gonna meet us there.
Terry Amy gonna meet us there.
Already.
So I forgot who went on before us. And then Baby Bass was going right behind us because Ludacris was coming on now because Javo never showed up. So we come out, they shut the lights. I forgot who was performing. The lights went down when they finished. Boom, everything went dark. The whole shit was dark, and there was a lot of people out there. And nigga Terry said, we're gonna ride up there, my nigga, and I'm gonna pop the trunk on their ass. Man. I said, all right, cool. So when we was riding, they put like a white strobe light on it, then they put a blue light on it.
Bro, this like some fucking
Terry come up on that motherfucker like that. I'm sitting on the passenger side. They doing my intro shit. It's called Duck As I Swing. And we driving up on the stage and everybody started going crazy, my nigga. And at the same time, the WoodBoyz, they walking behind the motherfucker. They walking on the side of the car, but in the back, they don't see them niggas. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, they turn on the mic and I start doing my verse and I'm stepping out the car. That nigga Terry popped the trunk. Now, mind you, now the music playing out of this nigga car. And then when this come from his car, it comes on the system, on the big system. They boom, that shit just come in, boom. I coming out and I doing my shit. When I got through doing my shit, I did that song. Then the WoodBoyz came, they did a song. And then Third Coast came out, they did 2 songs, killing the motherfucker. And then the WoodBoyz came back out, and then I came out and I finished it with Chinky Eye. And Chinky Eye was a shit. Had that motherfucker rocking, man. And that right there would put everybody in their position to be where they at,
but
man.
You know what? Not to cut him off. This nigga always been like that, though. To try to, like...
Include everybody.
Because even when, like, we would do shows and stuff like that, he always wanted everybody on stage together. You know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah.
You know, when it came down to his set, whether he was the feature or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Say, Cree, y'all come on stage with us. Say, y'all come on here. So he always wanted all the rappers on stage together to signify the unity in Corpus Christi. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, even though where we might be from different hoods, we might be doing different things, this rap shit is going to be a unification type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
It's so crazy right now,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Motherfuckers don't know how to look out for each other,
So
to bring each other. Nigga, we gonna ride this bus together. They gonna grab somebody.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
We gonna ride this bus together.
Yeah,
they gonna
sir.
grab one of us. You know, he always had the attitude, man.
Yeah, man. And you know, and that's why I respect the people that's still doing the game, and I push back out of it. You know, I still dabble with it a little bit. I mean, I'm learning how to drop beats now and shit like that, you know, and started getting into it. But as for being into the game, bro, I see how the game is going, how twisted it is, and then you look at the mainstream, all the bullshit that's going on up there. I kind of seen that lifestyle. So that really kind of pushed me off, and it's crazy because my dad told me about that lifestyle. Yeah. You know, my dad, nigga, retired. RIP to
Everybody wants to see that. Everybody wants to see that lifestyle until they actually see it.
Exactly. Oh man, you know,
even
bro.
Trax was gone.
Oh man,
Trax was gone. He was up. That nigga came back.
Well, that's what Marcus was saying earlier. He was asking, did Trax work with Prince? He had maybe heard that Trax worked with Prince or something like that.
What it is? No, he worked with George Clinton.
Oh shit! God damn,
he worked
P-Funk.
with George Clinton. Yeah,
damn.
See, but what it was, tell you the truth, truthfully, Trax was the first nigga out of Iran
out of everybody
to make a wax. That nigga made that Radio Lover.
That was before.
That was way before
DEFCON 2?
2.
Okay.
Yeah, Trax did. Actually, DEFCON 2 was there. It just the people was too.
It wasn't pressed up yet.
Yeah.
Would you say that?
Yeah, we was a group. We was hitting hard and shit. And it was 2 Navy niggas that came in. I think they was from Miami. And a nigga named Bruce, and I forgot the other nigga name. And they had a talent show, and they opened up a club called MJ Uptown, right there right there by Shoreline.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and they opened up their club, and they had a talent show on who they was going to try to push out first. And Trax ended up winning the talent show. That nigga was cold, man. That nigga did that Radio Lover song. That shit went over too. It's just that he didn't perform enough to get it out there like it was supposed to be. And then, you know, and that's when me and Dragon was like fresh into the shit.
So he won that contest and they ended up pressing him up?
Yeah, they pressed him up first. Trax was the first nigga to go.
This nigga Trax, man. We gotta get this. This nigga. We gotta speak on Trax right quick.
Oh, really?
This nigga is really a legendary nigga, dog.
Real
I'm
tough.
talking about.
The first one out of corporate actually put something, right?
Yeah, put something on vinyl.
He's really a legendary nigga because this nigga does everything.
Yeah.
This nigga can sing. Whatever you want made, he can make it. You know what I'm saying? I had Juicy before Biggie Smalls. Nigga. I had a song called Bitch Nigga Killer. And it was to the Juicy.
Yep.
Trax made that shit for me, dog. This was way before Biggie came out, man. I'm talking about this nigga was ahead of his time, bro. Yeah. You talking about grabbing this mic and sound like Prince, and then you hear this nigga on the jazz station radio, nigga. This nigga Trax was cold, man. I don't care what instrument you want this nigga to play, my nigga. This nigga was cold, man.
Yeah.
And the nigga you know, have you ever seen the nursery school turntables?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This nigga with nursery school turntable, nigga.
They used to walk around with the motherfucker. And
I'm talking about was water with the nigga. Fuck a
controller.
No, not the. What was the name of the turntable? The main turntable back then.
Technique.
Technique, technique, nigga. Yeah. This nigga had a preschool motherfucking turntable, and I'm talking about was water with that thing, man. Make that bitch talk and shit. That nigga make that whole talking everything, man. I'm talking about nursery school turntable. Track was cold, bro.
And that right there was that. Like I said, that was my plus. That having him and dragging on the team. Like I said, I was blessed with people in my corner, man.
Hell yeah.
And when Javo and Don got there, that right there boosted my levels all the way up. And, but Tracks, that nigga Tracks, man, having Tracks existence in your presence, my nigga.
You win.
You win.
I'm telling you, we did 13 songs in 2 days, bro.
Yeah.
All different beats. Nobody, nothing. This is all tracks from the singing, everything that's on my album. It's all him, bro.
And don't let that nigga spit.
It's all him.
Don't let that nigga spit. You would never think the nigga could rap. But let that nigga spit.
That nigga do everything. Everything. He was on Prince. Let's put it like this. He can play everything. He can write music, my nigga. He can write songs and shit. This nigga was everything, bro.
Say, man, that nigga, and he still got it in him, man. You know, and that right there kind of like mentored Johnny Moog on who Johnny Moog is, you know. Because Moog is bad as motherfucker right now.
Oh, yeah, ain't no motherfucker.
Man, not at the moment.
Shit.
Not at the moment.
The first,
and you got to look at it too. You know, Moog. Like I said, when WoodBoyz was getting started, Third Coast was being already started and forming. And when they started performing, because every time I did a show, I always bought Third Coast and I always bought the WoodBoyz. And so everybody already know, okay, when Dabba coming on stage, these niggas coming.
You get 3 for 1.
Yeah, you get 3 for 1, and we bringing the heat. We bringing the heat.
I was still in my wheelchair recording that move. When I had got out, when I had my acting stuff, and I just decided to start rapping. That's why I made that album.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm talking about Moog pulled me up into the studio with me, and right there, nigga.
So Moog is almost like kind of like a Trax protege, almost.
Man, you know what?
Or just heavily influenced.
Actually, because you won't know. When we was doing that shit in my mom's garage, Trax did some shit, and then started becoming to like, okay, Moog was always watching Trax, you know what I mean? And when Trax leave the shit alone, because Trax was tired, because you fucking with a bunch of niggas, hard-head niggas. And it wasn't just us. There was other niggas trying to get off in the clique, you know what I mean? So these niggas trying to get formed. So it's like he dropping beats for this nigga. That nigga Moog started like, fuck that shit, my nigga. I can do some things too. So Moog started dropping some shit. So Moog started dropping shit for Third Coast, and then he started dropping shit for the WoodBoyz. Then it started singling me to me and Trax again. I like, okay, nigga, we back. Do us, nigga. Might as well. But it always worked, and everything was gelling. Yeah. And then Moog started dropping shit for everybody that was in that clique. But then niggas started falling out and just stayed Third Coast and WoodBoyz. And then me in the situation I was in, had another child, I had to back up a little bit. So them niggas got there and started doing their thing. I stopped going to the studios and shit like that because, you know, I'm doing family first type of shit again, which I should have stayed with the music. But I chose to step back and WoodBoyz was formed, man, and Third Coast was doing their thing, and then them niggas split up and Moog started doing his thing. Him and Maestro broke off and started doing the thing. Maestro started because Maestro went to school for engineering. Yeah, that nigga went to Hollywood.
Yeah, I remember when he dipped.
Yeah, he went to California.
I go by there. What Maestro shit? That nigga up in school in Cali. Like, working on that engineering shit. Or sometimes he would call to the crib, and that nigga, y'all be on the phone with him and shit.
That was engineering town, boy. You want a good sound, boy, go to that little motherfucker. He gonna bring out the shit. Yeah.
Did you and Dragon ever get to link up musically again anytime after DEFCON 2?
We did one time.
Already.
Yeah, we did one time, and it was just like a performance thing and shit.
Okay, but y'all didn't do no more new music.
All right, because Dragon, when Dragon took off to the military, he started becoming like worldwide on DJing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on the scale. His platform was up there. So when he came back home, he was like, say, why don't you just get on the mic and just be MC? I say, Drake, I ain't gonna do that shit, nigga. I want to rap, nigga. I don't want to sit up there and pump no
ground.
And then all of a sudden, Dragon started doing this thing. Then Silk, him and MC Silk came up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and much love to my boy Silk,
yeah,
man.
that's my nigga too.
Yeah, man.
That's what, like, Silk was there. We all had a little spot in Hillcrest. This when I started rapping Fat Man.
Oh, really?
That's when I started rapping Fat Man.
Hey, boy, that's.
It was me, Said, Fat Man, Silk, and Tracks.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We in that bitch. I'm talking about recording. We writing songs and Rufus and
Flex.
And Flex. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen, we got Flex from freestyling to start to writing rap.
Really?
Flex, man, you got to start writing this shit. Nigga Cole is freestyling.
Yes, sir.
But come on, man, start writing these songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how he started. He got his penmanship up. But that's what we be. You know what I'm saying? We been there. Tracks. I'm telling you, man, Tracks was so cold, man. We was in there dropping songs and songs and songs, man. After songs, man.
Cause that's when we was performing downtown at the Center Theater. Yeah, at the Center Theater.
Damn.
Cause that's when that's when Big Mo got introduced to the city and shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
I remember I took my son, y'all was performing. I took my son down there on his birthday so he can come see y'all. I said, Jasmine, I'm gonna show you what Corpus Christi rap look like. Cause he used to always try to freestyle and shit when he was a young nigga. I said, I'm gonna take you down to this concert so you can see what this Corpus Christi niggas be doing and shit. It was his birthday.
Yeah,
I think he turned like 10 or 11.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, history goes back, man.
Yeah.
But for these up and coming artists, man, that's out there. I give them much respect, even though they don't respect where the game comes from.
Yeah.
And and everybody talk about the first of the first and this and that. A lot of people don't understand. DJ Kane was rapping before he became Kumbia King.
Yeah.
Javo introduced me to him to be my producer. And Scat Netty and all them boys, man, much love to them boys, you know. Yeah, man. Yeah, Kane my brother to this day, man.
Back then too, like a lot of us was in cliques. Like,
right.
We were gang members that was rapping. You know what I'm saying? So one time, nigga, Javo had us in the motherfucking same room as some spades, dog.
Yep.
Richard in there talking about slam a motherfucking ace of a spade on his face. Coming like the sons of Scarface. Now give him the fuck, but still saying my grace.
Yep.
I'm gonna let for some say I ain't right. Cause damn, that's the way I see life. Even the strong die. Yeah. And I come in, cause you'll be one dead motherfucker. Bitch, the strong either die. Yeah. Cause you'll be one dead motherfucker. Nigga, these niggas in the other room.
Yes, sir.
Nigga, we gang members, nigga. This just to pop off and it's in motherfucking Javo crib. And we know that these niggas in there. So Richard barking this shit.
Damn.
Putting a stamp on this shit. Like, I'm like, man,
if y'all want to come get it.
It's what's up, bro. We don't just they don't just rap and we don't just rap. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, this boy used to be some hot shit back
man,
then.
For real.
We'll get you up out of here soon, but I want to say this too. The first time I think I ever saw you, because I wasn't too familiar with your earlier career, the first time I ever saw you was dancing in a J Styles music video. Was it Doing My Thing?
Yeah,
Doing my thing.
Yeah, man, let's talk about that. So you kind of had put the music scene, because you had did cameos in a couple of videos around that time too, if I ain't mistaken and shit. So when did you start doing getting into doing the cameos instead of just being behind the mic? Okay, I'll just be in the video, but I'm gonna be dancing in the video, because you made that video stand out.
What?
Yeah.
Well, what it was on that, bro, it's like when I like I say, when you labeled the wackest rapper in the city at one point in time in your life, your career, so now you're looking at, okay, how can I better myself? Fuck it, I ain't just gonna rap, I'm gonna perform. So my performance went overboard. Like I say, I jump on stage, I black out. Whatever I do, I do. Yeah, when I was at Concrete, everybody still Bino talk about this shit all the time. I ran from one side of the stage and I just slid, got up bleeding and everything.
Damn.
Yeah, I slid across the stage and I slid like a couple of like about 3 yards, you know. Jumped up, I'm bleeding, still rocking, and the crowd going crazy. They like, damn, this nigga throwing. And my signature move, I used to always have a beer or water in my hand. I pour that motherfucker in, and I start throwing the shit on people in the front crowd, and people love that shit. So my performance is what Jay Styles was like, well, Javo was like, man, Jay Styles get ready to shoot a video, man. He want to know if you want to come cameo in it. I said, yeah. He said, well, meet me at the, boxing, the CCPD boxing thing,
yeah,
and you be in it, yeah. And we went over there, man, and they started like, say, man, you just go, just follow behind me, and just go, yeah. And the crazy thing about that, I used to, me and my oldest son, Mom, used to babysit Jay Styles with him and his brother Jay. Him and his brother was going to school. About that? With Spooky and Mashawn.
I've been knowing Vincent for the longest, right? I've been knowing Vincent for the longest. I didn't know me and Jay Styles knew we first relatives, we first cousins.
Oh, really?
My mama and his mama are sisters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I come home from the penitentiary. I'm trying to catch on what's going on with the corpus. I see this video. You know what I'm saying? I see that doing my thing video, slabbing that bitch.
Yeah.
Jeff doing what he been always been doing. That nigga give a good stage show. He's a hell of a hype the crowd up type of dude, man.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn. Come to find out, like I didn't know that this is Vince's brother.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Right. Come to find out, nigga, we first cousins. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. And so I always be thinking, man, like my family members, whether I had them or whether we got, I got probably the tightest rap family in Corpus Christi, man. You talking about me, New Money. You talking about Cash. You talking about J Styles. You talking about Savage. You know what I'm saying? You talking about CK Lewis. You know what I mean? CK Cornegate. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got a nice little rap
Punch
family
Kid.
members. Punch Kid. These my sister kids. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, man.
When it comes to a rap family here, y'all ain't fucking with us.
But really, bro, what really inspired the nigga, what kept the nigga going was the beef that we always had, because everything they did, we always had to try to do better. Whatever we did, they always top.
Yeah.
And
the competition aspect
of it. Don't get me wrong. And sometimes niggas had to square up and squabble and all that shit. We did that, but. We never did touch each other. But the other nigga, like I said, Rise that got started, they listen to us beefing. Yeah. And these niggas taking it personal. Yeah, they taking it personal up on themselves over our beef that we speaking on the mic.
At the house shit, bro.
We still, I mean, but the thing is, what really linked us up together, I think it was the 69 Boys came? We was performing at the Cowboy Club.
And 69 Boys is the place to be.
Niggas came up in that motherfucker, man, and I had opened up for them. And them niggas out there just throwing big money at my cousin, Nicky Sherrill. Yeah. They throwing big money. So everybody going out there picking up money. These niggas buying 40, because they were selling 40 ounces at the club. Yeah. So they selling 40 ounces, nigga. So they buying 40 ounces for all the girls and shit. So the person I was with at the time, I said, man, go up there, go get that money from them niggas. So that nigga got up there, she went up there and shit, them niggas started disrespecting motherfuckers. So me and them niggas getting ready to get into it. So they walk outside, and I'm beefing with them niggas. Nigga Creole said, nigga, what's going on, bro? I said, these motherfuckers over here, next thing you know, everybody from the north side like, nigga, let's get these niggas.
This shit up.
Hey, nigga, we chasing niggas all the way down to Molina, my nigga. Yep. All the way down Molina Street. Them niggas, one of them niggas, the van left them niggas. Them niggas running behind the van. We whooping them niggas' ass, my nigga. You get the fuck, yeah. That's when the unity really came together, man.
Like nigga wasn't really on that shit no more.
Yeah, for real. That's when everybody like, oh man, these niggas here, they done squashed everything.
Cause one thing about it, we might have been beefing, but your ass won't fit come out of town with that bullshit.
Yeah.
We gonna rock your ass and see you right back where you from, boy.
Exactly.
Real. We gonna rock your shit, see you right back where you from. We gonna talk about Corpus.
Yeah.
That's why you think Point Blank had Corpus Christi in this fucking song. Nigga.
Yeah.
When them niggas used to come down here, Icy Hot, 38 Special, all them niggas when they used to come down here, them niggas had to come down here with respect.
Hell yeah.
Because they was on our block.
Yes, sir.
Nigga, y'all can't even get loud down here. I'm telling you, them niggas couldn't get loud. They couldn't loud talk nobody. Nigga, we gonna fuck shit up.
Yeah.
We gonna fuck shit up,
For real,
bro.
for real.
Come down here, enjoy your motherfucking time. And nigga, that's it.
Go back home.
Go back home.
Yeah, Birdman them have to find out the hard way too. You know?
Nigga, remember you ran that nigga game off?
Hey man, yeah, man.
Nigga ran the game off. That nigga ran the game up out this motherfucker.
Oh, you so.
Yeah, tell us that story. I don't want to keep you. I don't want to keep you too much longer because I know it's getting late. But give us the game story.
Well, Bino, yeah. I mean, what it was, bro. We had actually we did a show with Snoop Dogg, and Snoop Dogg was on the card. The game was on the card and stuff. Was at the American Bank Center, and Third Coast opened up for him. Actually, me and Javo, I snuck in the concert because me and Bino, we lost the rap contest because I forgot my verse. So I went dumb on the contest. So Javo called me like, "Say, bro, I can get you backstage." He said, "Forget the people that's performing. They gonna perform. They gonna get back in the crowd. I'm already in here." He hid in the closet talking to me the whole time on the phone. And he said, "Show up to the American Bank Center. Go behind the bus. He said, park up there in the front, but go behind the buses. I'm gonna meet you there. Call me when you get there." I like, "Fuck yeah, all right, cool." So I jumped behind the bus and shit. I called him. Javo was already good with one of the guards and shit, with one of Snoop Dogg's bodyguards and shit. So Javo was like, "Yeah, man, I got my badge and this and that. This is my brother." So make a long story longer, we go inside that motherfucker. Javo said, "Come in the closet, come in." I said, "Fuck that shit, we gonna go in Snoop Dogg's lock-up dressing room." I like, "What the fuck? We gonna go?" He said, "Yeah, nigga, we gonna go to Snoop Dogg's dressing room." So we waiting. Javo said, "Let's go." So we go in that nigga dressing room. Javo dancing in his motherfucker, got his guy. He had the blue that blue Crip outfit. And Javo was dancing with it on like that in front of the camera and shit. We smoking this nigga weed. We stealing his Phillies. We drinking all his beer. And then he had a big old bucket of Kentucky chicken. We eating that motherfucker too. Damn. So the show comes on. The game goes on at first, and me and Javo, we sitting on the side of the speaker watching the game go down, and then Snoop Dogg come walking up there and shit. Somehow, I don't know how Javo did it, but Snoop knew that we was in his dressing room and shit, fucking with his shit. But he didn't really get mad about nothing because Javo did do an interview with him at the end of the night. And so happened the game was like, "Well, shit, we going to Hypnotic tonight. We gonna do this and do that." And Javo said, "Shit, Jay, meet me at Hypnotic and shit." We was cool with Jesse and them anyway, and we always got a Hypnotic for free. So I like, shit. I called Richard, little Richard. I like, "Rich, man, I'm going." He was like, "Man, come on, man, y'all good." So we was up there. I had Bino with me, and Bino was on stage and shit. And Game's manager had asked Bino, "Where can you get some weed from?" I said, "Bino, man, I got weed at the crib, go, make a run, you go get it. I'll make the run, I'm going to go get it, and I'm going to come back."
Yeah.
So when I go get the weed, I bring it to him, give it to Bino and shit, get on stage. The manager started talking to shit to Bino, like, man, and the game was like in the front. He was getting ready to perform and shit, do a little after party show and shit like that. And the manager was telling Bino some shit. I was like, "Hold up, my nigga. Who you think you talking? That's my little brother, my nigga. I'll fuck you up, dog. What the fuck up?" And the game looked at, well, I said, "Bitch, your ass can get it too, nigga." So that nigga, he was down on the floor. He was getting ready to come backstage and get on the stage. That nigga looked at him, and that nigga King Rich showed that nigga that thing. Rick, he the host of the show. King Rich showed that nigga that thing. I said, Nigga, it ain't where you from, it's where you at, my nigga. What y'all want to do? Nigga, want to buy some store rice, nigga? We gonna barbecue a meal, dude. That nigga Game did like that. Let's go. And everybody just cleared out but we still kicked alive in that bitch that night. Yeah, man. Yeah, it went down like that. Yeah, it was
always been like that.
Yeah,
bro.
man. Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing about the city, man.
Niggas come together when it's time.
And say, boy, you niggas come from out of town, bro. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, this is a little Corpus Christi, whatever. But boy, y'all come from out of town with that whoop-de-whoop, nigga will rock your ass. That's been going on for years.
Yeah, man.
You on the right one, bro. Nigga gonna rock that shit, man. Nigga
Yes,
don't care.
sir.
Nigga don't care. All that celebrity status is out the
window. Yeah, man.
All that shit don't mean nothing. Bro.
Yeah.
Because, you know, man, who really knows us? So you got to stand on business, man.
Exactly.
You got to stand on business.
They didn't call it Corpus Christi Square for no reason.
Shit.
Step in the
CC
square. CC Square.
It's called back in the day, CC Square, boy.
Then it went from that to the filthy south, to the crooked Christie. Now we crooked around this motherfucker.
Shit. Big Sexy said, my boy Maestro, Hillcrest Records done songs at your house, Jeff. What was Hillcrest Records?
It was a record label.
It was a record label.
They had Hillcrest Records had a big
billboard.
ass sign, nigga. That bitch was up for years.
Yes, sir.
Hillcrest Records in the hood, nigga.
Yes,
that bitch, you know the billboards? Them niggas had a big ass sign. That bitch was up for years, nigga. Hillcrest Records, bro.
Yeah, man.
Real shit.
Man, it's so much shit nigga talk about this shit.
Yeah,
man.
We'll have to bring you back to do another one for damn
shit.
sure.
Hours of this shit, man.
Man.
Yeah, because it's the real history.
Hell yeah.
And you know what? And it really don't start with us. Like I said,
it really don't.
It goes back to Sylvester and AJ.
Sylvester, AJ, Pat Belfield, Jimmy Gale, Kenny Lee.
Yep.
Look, this is the first rap battle I ever seen. It was. This is before I wasn't even rapping yet.
Nigga wasn't even interested in rap.
It was Baron, Robert Wilson, and Greedy Chris. They was together. Yep. It was Pat Belfield, Jimmy Gale, and Kenny Lee.
Yep.
They was together. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, it's a Miller homecoming game.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? That bitch packed. I'm talking about that bitch packed.
Yes, sir.
They gave these niggas the microphone and these niggas battled each other. Nigga, I'm rapping.
Damn.
I'm rapping. I am rap from this day forward. Nigga, I was like in the 8th grade. Nigga, I am rapping.
You ain't lying, that's real tough.
When I seen them do that, dog, and then we dealing with Scarface, y'all can't tell me nothing about Corpus Christi. Y'all can't tell me nothing about Texas.
Say, man, real tough.
I knew we could do this shit.
Yes, sir.
I don't need to listen to nobody no more. Scarface was my nigga. And I loved Corpus Christi music more than anybody music.
Right, exactly.
As long as you was rapping, I loved our music more than anybody music. I'm trying to get everybody mixtape, anybody record. I don't care if you black, Mexican, white, nigga. You from Corpus Christi.
Yes,
I'm off to listen, bro.
Yes, sir.
I've always loved us.
Because Corpus got a unique sound. And like everything came to us late anyway.
Yep.
We got all the dances late. We got all the styles late. And like I say, back in the Gap, if you copied a nigga, they used to call it biting. Nigga, why you want to bite on my style? Nigga, why you
really get whooped behind that shit.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. Everybody want to be the same.
Come sound like a nigga, or say a bar that a nigga said, man, you finna get beat up.
You get ready to get beat up.
Exactly. Get beat up,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Bitch, you heard me say that shit, nigga.
Exactly.
You ain't right that, nigga.
Stand on it.
Man.
Stand on
fight,
it.
bro.
Yes, sir.
Before we get up out of here, man, give us your top 5 Corpus rappers, dead or alive, of all time. Your 5 favorites.
Oh man,
in no particular order. Just give us.
I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I'm gonna go for the ones that I know that was live and was doing the real shit. Man.
Yeah.
And I bullshit you not, bro. That nigga Flatline. If my man would have died, bro, motherfucking folk on the hustle was doing that shit. You know, so I give my tops off the Flat all day long.
Already, for sure.
You know, and then, you know, of course, my nigga A Chill. I mean, rap wise, if you talk about nigga that's just gonna flow,
yeah.
A Chill, that's that nigga.
Already.
Yeah, I mean, then lyric wise, my little bro, man. Daddy Cree, my nigga, man. I mean, I vouch for my nigga. You know, it's a lot of these niggas though.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth. You know, and then quiet as kept, man. Johnny move, move cold with it. But if anything, if that nigga Muddy never would have got in that shit that he in now, Muddy would have flipped Corpus all the way fucking around.
Yeah.
Because he was already on the urge of doing it. I think was fucking with Sauce Walker before Sauce hit the hit the main thing. He was fucking with motherfucking Bugatti. I mean, and all them niggas, man, from Dallas, man. Muddy was the nigga. Muddy was a nigga.
You had to give him his card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Muddy was a nigga, man. Free my nigga Muddy, man. Fuck the bullshit.
For me, it literally had to come in errors because, nigga, I've watched this shit evolve.
Yeah, but you won't know what.
Well, that's because I expected to hear some names, and I kind of wanted to hear some names that I didn't know of. You know what I'm saying?
You want to hear some names that you don't know of?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna tell you, man. Cool Slide and AJ.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool Slide and AJ. Start with them. Baron Townsend. Baron the Beast. Beast.
Man.
and I know that nigga still got it in him.
He
Still got it in him. Yeah. Sylvester and AJ, Baron, Pat Belfield was cold with it too.
Already. Money Wise.
Money Wise. That nigga that was so damn live with it, man. I mean, and he come with different flavors and different styles and shit. Nigga change up on you real quick. You know, and then it goes back to, let me see, man. I'm up in there with
them, K9 them, you know, K9.
Hey man, K9, yeah, because K9 was a lyrical genius, like that nigga Bino.
Yeah.
K9 and Bino, you put them on the same pedestal.
Already.
Yeah, because the niggas will go live with it, man. And Bino is a strong influence too, because he the one that pulled me back out my grave when he started fucking with Slow.
Already.
Yeah, man, my cousin Slow, man. That nigga, my brother, cold, that nigga Slow.
Cold,
and he got that voice, man.
Yeah.
He got that voice.
Yeah.
And they got that voice, man.
So every other day that they shot the video of my crib in the back, man, you listen to that song right there, man, nigga, it's gonna put you in the mood. That nigga rap his ass off.
Man, that nigga there's a beast, man. Beast within the beast, man. It's so many of us, man. That's why I say Corpus got so much talent that is fun. But the thing that fucks the talent up is the talent don't fucking want to gel with each other. Yeah. And that's the problem. Everybody think they want to be first. Everybody say I'm the number one. And that's why I tell people I wasn't number one because my status come from me being blessed with the people that was in my corner. Yeah. I always knew to have a manager. I always knew to have a promoter. I always knew to have a DJ. Because a DJ, when you got a team of people and y'all go, and you got this nigga working this dough, you and this nigga, y'all here at home rehearsing, getting it in. Yeah, you can't lose. You can't lose. And this the work ethic that you put in it. It ain't the individual. And that's what everybody look at. Everybody want to be individual. Nah, my nigga, team up, click up, make something happen. Because there's a door that you can get in that I can't get in. But I guarantee you, when I get in this door, I'm going to bring you in with. Yeah, because I know you're going to help open up more doors for people that you know that they can't get through this door either. Yeah. So we all working together as a unit. That's the plug that I did with the WoodBoyz and with Third Coast. And, you know, and for Johnny Mood to stay strong, to keep on doing what he doing, as a solo artist, top notch. And that came out of the clique of the Dead Broke clique. When Maestro created Dead Broke, Third Coast blew up, WoodBoyz blew up. Dabba was already on the set, introducing these cats to the world. And these niggas came, they took it to another level. Third Coast is this close to signing with Rapper Life. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
For sure,
yes,
man.
Because they had the South by Southwest in Houston. They was based out of Houston. And they went to the meetings and all that shit.
Damn.
Yeah, man. And that was right there with Maestro. Maestro and PB. Well, PB, Johnny Mood, my nigga, my little brother, love you, boy. Yeah, man. Yeah, baby. Yes, sir. All that there. Yeah, man.
Sure. Hey, man. It's your boy DJ Lil King, Riding High Podcast, man. Daddy Creed, appreciate you helping me. Hey, man.
Man, I'm sorry about the
his
long
story,
speech,
man. I know we could go longer. I just don't want to keep y'all know long. People got to be at work tomorrow, stuff like that. We got to bring you back, man, for a part 2, but man, boy got a hell of a story, man. Dabba Jeff Smith, man. We didn't even get to talk about his detailing and none of that, man. But plug in your detailing business one time before we get up out of here, man.
Yeah, Black and Berry Detailing, man. You want the best detail, hit your boy up, 361-906-7081. I come to you, you bring it to me. Come in looking classy, you going to leave out looking glassy. Do the damn thing. Let's get it. Let's roll.
Hey, man, it's your boy DJ Lil King, Riding High Podcast. We out this thing, man.
I appreciate you, bro.
I really appreciate you coming, man. Hell yeah.